Well, welcome back. All right, guys. So you've got this restaurant laid out in front of you, and you're presently outside of this place, and you were debating your roles to take. So who's going
Um,
to do what here, and how are you going to get toward that office there in the back at the top of this here little drawing? You can
What
tell
is
it's the
this?
good stuff because it's gold.
What is this building made out of? Question
Wood,
one.
all wood,
Oh, that's my
all,
favorite.
all wood, everything.
Has anyone considered that maybe we should just steal everything and burn the place down?
wow.
No, no,
Nope, I
no.
don't think they had.
Number one, why no? We're going the criminal route. What? Why? Where are you guys setting your boundaries here?
Well,
Arson.
probably at crimes that would make people look at us and realize we're the same people from the Paradise Place, Thanatos.
Why would they assume that we are the same people?
Because
from the
there's a
Paradise
bunch of outlaws on the run who burned down another food and bev establishment.
Yeah, they'll make a connection.
So what you're saying is that we should find some other way to destroy the structure.
No. I cannot stress how much more wrong you are.
All we want is money.
All right.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna go straight ahead and do it. I turn into a spider. I guess my robes drop for the purposes of this. My robes have to drop out now outside the door. So enjoy.
No, you can as a druid, you can choose to absorb your clothing into your animal form.
Yeah, I thought that would be a little bit. Yeah, but I also I'm gonna go with that because as much as it sounds implausible, I don't want to have to do a whole scene of now to go get back my clothes. So anyways, I would just pop inside and chill out and I'm actually just going to turn straight back into human form the moment I'm through the door because I don't want to go through the complications of doing insight checks as a tiny spider that has the intelligence of 1.
That's a very good point. All right, put down your token. You are now on the other side of the pink door here at the base of the. I think these are called battle maps. Does somebody call them battle maps?
That is a thing.
I will say that insight is keyed off of wisdom, which maybe spiders have okay wisdom. I don't know.
10.
How
It's really
wise
not
do you
that.
think
It's
it's
not
called?
that
Pretty wise.
amazing.
Yeah,
It
that's
would
pretty
fit
wise.
them mythologically.
So Yami, as you break into this establishment and transform on the other side of the door, you realize that you could just do the unlock. You could just unlock the door from this side.
Okay. You know what? I think this hick establishment doesn't have any alarms, so I'm just gonna go unlock it. There's no sort of
Yeah. You didn't see. I mean, you cast find traps and you didn't find anything on the door.
Right. I'm just gonna unlock it. Come on, pals, let's get inside.
Yep. They were not counting on a spider thief. Let's be honest here. Who does? They'd have to make it literally airtight. So yeah, you are able to let in the crew. Everybody place your tokens. Figure out how you're going to traverse this establishment.
Yeah.
Veer mentioned being the lookout, maybe.
Stand right here by this here door and just peeking anxiously around.
Okay.
I'm going to write down everything that's happening.
Excellent.
I realize that this is probably not a great thing to do in case we're caught, but
I just
it's
realized
really
your
what I would be
shorthand.
doing.
Your shorthand must be incredible.
I'm seeing double.
I think his shorthand is amazing, and it's because he's a gnome and very short.
I saw that coming.
Also, how to put down tokens?
You click on the newspaper icon at the top, upper right, and then you grab your person by clicking on the text next to your person, not the photo.
Yeah, the avatar.
And that is the tricky part.
Yeah. Here's my MySpace.
I love your MySpace. Why don't you put up a picture of your person?
Why are there so many versions of chips?
I was hungry.
Why aren't Why aren't there more versions of chips?
You guys, I'm accidentally having a very high-class Four Loko right now because I am finishing off my coffee from the morning and starting my wine for the afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's about to get complicated up in here, and here I'm pointing to my head. All right, so yeah, you guys have all successfully entered the building. Veer is glued to this exterior door. Who wants to go in and try and infiltrate?
I mean, haven't we already infiltrated? Are we not?
I mean,
inside?
yeah, but you need to get here. You need where to gold at is the question you should be asking yourself.
Well,
I
can we have a
think
look around?
Yeah,
It's in
can
my
we
heart.
Yeah, you can absolutely look around. You see,
slowly walk through and make sure there's no people.
yeah. As you look, everybody, give me perception rolls.
Ooh, I'm good at those. I'm not good at
Good.
those.
I love it. I love it when
I'm-
you're good at things.
I'm terrible at seeing things, perceiving.
I like it. I like it when everybody's good at things.
Yeah,
One sec.
That
Mhm.
it's because you're a sweetie pie. Does a 5 let me see everything?
15.
Ooh,
That's why I'm on the lookout.
you got a plus
And
6.
Yammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just struggling to open my character sheet.
It's very, yeah, I understand. All right. So with a 5, you notice that this room has no people in it.
I have a question, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Could I make a history check to find out what kind of food and bev would be served in an establishment like this?
They have a menu up on the wall. You do not have to worry about it.
Well, I'm going to start copying the shit out of that menu, writing that shit down.
Delightful. It is mostly American food, very hamburger centric.
Oh man.
Yeah, a little bit of barbecue sauce. They like barbecue sauce and horsey sauce.
Would that mean that there's maybe fresh meat being held somewhere here? Would they have something like a cold room?
Oh, I wonder what this blue bar up here could be.
Oh, I am suddenly very interested in yonder blue bar.
Yeah, what you see where you are upon entering, what you see where you are is a bunch of tables. These tables are pretty large. They've all got chairs stacked up on them so that it winds up being probably about 6 feet tall structures, basically.
Hmm.
You see some booths that are set off to the center or off to the right. There's a bar with a shelf full of liquor behind it. At the bar are many bar stools, as you clearly observe, and then there's a double door in the back that leads presumably to the kitchen.
So, is this possibly one of? I'm just wondering because of the horsey sauce you mentioned. Is this one of Roger Blossom's chain restaurants? Arby's.
Oh, this campaign. I swear to God.
I cannot tell you the name of this restaurant.
Okay.
It is a secret never to be revealed.
Wasn't there a sign outside it?
There was a sign outside of it. It had a cowboy hat on it.
Oh yeah,
Shit, the cowboy.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course, cowboys. Yeah.
So that is the scenario laid before you. Bottles and bottles of liquor, clearly within grasp, and
Are there any? Is there any? Are all these tables clean, like clear, or is there stuff on them?
these tables all have between 4 and 6 chairs on top of them. The restaurant is currently closed.
Okay, I'm gonna head over towards the bar and see if I can find anything like a knife.
All right, move your tokens. Everybody's free to move right now. Just put yourself where you
Also,
want to be.
did you start recording?
Yes, I've been recording.
Yes.
I would like to search the contents of this icebox.
I would like to see if there are any staff uniforms that could be salvaged for various clothing articles.
Okay, so you look around back here where you are, and you see stoves and what looks to be a long, deep freezer, perhaps. Stoves, ovens, cooking utensils. Off to the far end over here, you've got kind of your room temp storage for where you would put your mise en place as you're cooking. So essentially, you guys have explored a kitchen pretty fully. There's a big ice box back there, and you can see where Universal where Delta let you know that the office is back here.
What's in the icebox, Monsieur?
I got an ice box where my heart used to be. Yummy, where? Yeah. Okay, hang on 1 second.
Yeah,
you guys left a spare chips and a spare Yummy at the door. It was very
yeah, I
confusing.
didn't know how to delete them. Like,
Yeah, you can just click it and then hit the delete button.
There's a delete button. Like
on your keyboard.
On your keyboard. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me see. What's Chips doing right now?
Who was looking for like a knife that someone might have used to cut limes or lemons or something?
Absolutely. There's a paring
weapon.
knife. Yeah, there's a paring knife in there. It's a sturdy blade, very short blade, but yes, you are now armed with a knife. All right, and Odd, you're looking around for staff uniforms. You haven't found anything,
like
and then
aprons, things like that.
there is actually over here off to the side of the stove, there are a couple of aprons hung. There are 2 aprons that are hung.
Right.
But there are no uniforms visible where you presently are.
I take one and ball it up and hold up the other one, like look at people and anyone want one?
Who wants an apron?
If I was paying attention, I wouldn't care. But I'm not paying attention because I'm looking squarely at the door to like the back office area, like the only place that's essentially locked off from us just wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make an investigation check on the door.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Oh wow, it's a door.
Yep, that door. There is a door. That door is locked. It is made of wood.
Did you say I managed to get enough sort of stuff from that lady's house to constitute a sort of lockpicking, rudimentary lockpicking set?
Yeah, I would say that you probably grabbed like a coat hanger on your way out, something along those lines.
Hairpins.
Yeah, some bobby pins. You grab bobby pins from her for sure. That is very easy to accomplish.
Blaze, here's what I want to know about the contents of the icebox. Is there any bloody meat in the icebox?
There is.
Good. I am going to ignore. I'm going to stop writing, and I want to try to start squeezing that blood into whatever containers I have.
All right, you've got. Do you have a flask on you? I guess you can grab a big bucket actually from
They
the
probably have a bottle.
kitchen
They
there.
probably have something.
Oh yeah,
There are a bunch of liquor
if there are bottles that I could like empty and use for this, I would do that.
Sure. There's you grab a handle of vodka, pour it down the drain.
Sweet.
Drinkers around the world cry. They feel the waste.
I want to find. I want to make a like. What sort of check would I like make to know, like, understand the sort of forensics of the world? Like, is there any kind of like any sense of crime investigation? Because I want to like find out how badly we're fucking up this robbery so far.
Well, I've got a handle of animal blood. So I think
You know, like
I
it's
think
like
you're doing great. Yeah. No, there's no way for you to.
like not even like a history check to like see what I know about like forensic
Well,
science in
this
the
is
world.
the present, not history. It would be
Yeah, you-
investigation, I suppose, but you can't investigate like what you're currently doing. I think.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you feel pretty good about how you're proceeding just generally, and that is going to be a confidence that has nothing to do with your roles, right? Because you're always
Fair
going to
enough.
think that you're doing your very best.
Can we investigate this door for traps in some way before I attempt to open it?
I investigated it once. I can investigate it again, I guess.
I
No,
don't think you can.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys want to start looking at the door, whatever you want is still busy squeezing blood into the handle. How are you guys feeling about this blood squeezing? Chips walks right by whatever you want, as this blood squeezing is going by. What does Chips say?
I mean, he's not paying attention really because he knows he's got to pick a lock, so he's letting people get on with what they're doing.
Look, mate, I don't care if you have a task to do. You're gonna see somebody squeezing blood into a fucking handle of vodka.
All right,
Like, there's
I
not.
mean, by now we know this guy
fucking
is
gross, dude, and just keeps
categorizing,
walking.
cataloging everything.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a weird one. All right, you approach the door, and you can yourself perform an investigation check. The pair of rogues have the
No,
chance to do this.
jeez.
I'll
You have a try.
funk my ear up against the door.
Ah, that's a good idea. I was just looking at it from
Oh.
12 foot away.
Oh god.
The
We're
door
the worst-
kills him.
We're the worst robbers ever.
He gets a splinter in his cheek.
what are you guys trying to
He
do?
was listening to the door. Rolled a 1.
They're trying to see if there are any surprises that are door related, and there are no surprises that are door related.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's not like we can use detect magic on it either because it's it's thick enough essentially.
So, would you imagine that I have my thieves' tools, or is this a sleight of hand?
Well,
This
What-
will
how
be a
we-
thieves' tools roll.
do we want to try the handle first?
I would.
Uh,
Well,
I'm gonna say try the handle because
I
like,
think in
well,
what if it's
general we
alarmed
should
in
just
some
try
way?
the.
well, like I've been watching a lot of DEF CON videos and like they talk about low tech hacking and they always just say, yeah, like first things first, just like try the handle. You'll be surprised about how many of these things are unlocked. So try the handle, I say.
I think you would be surprised. As part of the investigation, one of you tries the handle. Which one is it?
which handle?
Which one of
The
us
handle on
tried
the
the handle?
door.
Well,
The
I
door.
pressed my
You know how
ear
you try to
against
interact
it.
with a door, Stu?
What's
you know
a
how doors
door?
have a handle?
Like, no.
How to door?
Historically, most D&D
Did you not see the way I
parties
just
have lots
misty
of
stepped
trouble
off
with
the
doors.
train?
Have you never used a door in your life?
Just
You're
misty step.
stepping everywhere.
What is this thing? No,
Is it-
he's a rogue. He can pick locks. He knows what
He
it's.
just like nervously taps it. Push or is it pull?
So who is trying the handle?
I would have thought whoever did it first would have.
Yeah.
All right, I try the handle then, I guess.
Okay. Nothing happens.
It explodes.
The door is
Nothing.
locked.
All right then. I'm pretty much. I'm gonna say that Yanni's pretty much stumped with the door at the moment.
Yeah,
So
I think Yami has kind of like
Okay.
you've given this door your full business.
Let's move this on a bit. Chips
Yeah,
is going to
let's-
get a hairpin
do it.
out from his
Yes.
pocket,
Yes,
and
give
he's
me a
going
roll.
to jam the fork into the tumbler to apply
Incredible.
tension to it.
I love
And then
it.
he's going to work deftly with the pin to raise and lower the pins inside the tumbler, and he's
I'm
going
on
to
pins
roll
and
his.
needles.
Oh Jesus! And the pin snaps. I think. Like,
No, that 10 is actually good enough to
oh,
achieve
it's a
the
crap
goal.
lock.
Yeah, it is absolutely a crap lock in a cheap bar. You open this and you see in front of you, you swing the door open. In front of you, you see some very strange things. There
I turn
is
around to
a
say to the group, guys, I see some very strange things in here.
Mhm. There is a large wardrobe in here, as well as and that's unexpected, right? Like that's not a typical back office in the kitchen sort of thing. There
When
is a
you said
desk.
strange, yeah, you're not hitting the strange note yet.
Yeah,
Waiting for
it's
the
not
strange.
really too strange. Okay, it's
It's pink.
it's purple.
Oh,
There are snakes inside.
Okay.
The snake
On
patrol
a-
enters the restaurant.
Get these
Snow
snakes
Patrol,
off
the
my
band?
goddamn material plane.
The only thing that strikes you as odd is there's a wardrobe in there as well as the expected
I
desk.
thought that wasn't odd. You just said it wasn't odd.
It is odd. I just said it is odd because it doesn't belong in a kitchen back office. But I don't know if any of you have ever worked in a restaurant before and in the game.
But where do the employees put their coats?
I say, is there anything in my size? And I hope my voice travels.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is actually
It's
like a
very
couple.
lonely at
This
the
is
back.
a very large. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I was just
a,
measuring it out. Yeah, it's huge.
it's a really big bar.
This is an enormous
it's just-
Arby's.
This is a 50-foot bar. Look.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it's a big old bar, dudes.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, so there's a desk and there's a gigantic wardrobe, like a very, very, very large, wide, tall wardrobe.
What's on the desk?
What's on the desk is a bunch of papers. There's a quill and a bottle of ink.
Ooh,
Do you need the
that's
quill?
that's loot.
I shout out, there's a quill in here and some ink.
Quill loot. And there is also a little safe.
Ha
I pour that ink deftly into my hip flask.
Excellent. You now
Steal
have
that-
a
steal
hip
that
flask
quill.
full of ink.
I'm just
Delicious.
refilling. You know what I'm saying?
May I
Mhm.
have the bottle?
Pretty fast. Hmm?
May I have
Oh,
the
yeah.
empty bottle?
Oh yeah, go for it. Be
Thank-
my guest.
thank
You
very
know
much.
that there is literally, we're in a bar. You could just go and get all of those
No,
bottles.
this is an ink bottle, not a liquor bottle.
Okay, but you
Is
could
it
get
perhaps
those as
an-
well. It's fine.
Is it perhaps an ink well?
It's an ink bottle. It is whatever Odd needs it to be.
That's convenient.
Something
Okay.
with a stopper.
Would you say that it's whatever you want?
Oh,
I would.
boy.
I would say
Please,
precisely
no,
that.
please don't.
I'd say you've been dealt a bad hand. Oh,
Oh,
Aw.
Jesus. The
I can
chips
only
are
do-
down.
yeah, I can only do one. Oh,
Yummy.
wow.
Yeah, no puns.
No, yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm
So-
sorry. I know. I
That's
saw what you were
very
going for.
approved.
Yeah.
So you said
Oh.
there's papers and a trunk. I mean, a safe.
Yes.
How big is the safe? Like, could we carry it?
You could carry it. It would be pretty hard. It would probably be a two-man job, and it would be awkward because it's small, but it's
Okay.
very, very heavy.
Would
Yeah, I
it
was
be
trying to
a
figure out if we-
two-man job, assuming that because Delta gave us this job, he is with us?
Delta is not with you,
Ah!
and he said that the reason why is because he couldn't show his face there.
Okay.
If someone were to arrive, they would be able to recognize him, is what he says.
Did he
Okay.
give us
So-
the combination for the safe, or does he not know it?
He does not know the combination of the safe. Presumably, he was like a waiter here. He didn't really specify.
Okay. Have they written the combination for the safe down on any of the paper that we can see on the desk
Yes.
by any chance? They have. Brilliant. That's
Yeah,
easy.
there's a post-it note
We
inside the
open the
desk.
safe, and what's inside?
You open the safe, and inside there is 4,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
This is going a bit too easy. I'm really nervous, guys.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Hey, maybe it's a freebie.
No.
We can't hear
Is there-
you.
do
You're too
we-
far away.
So do we see anywhere? Have they kept like proper books and know exactly how much is in this safe?
You can see some numbers scrawled on the paper. I do not, unless you have a background as an accountant, I do not believe that you could tell whether they are properly kept books or
Okay.
not.
I do have a background as a forger.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I have a
that's a
background as a sage and a researcher. Would that help?
no. Thank you.
Could
Though.
So
you use
could
the
I
quill
alter?
and ink?
Yeah, could I alter the books so that we don't take everything, but we take enough to get us on our feet, and I make the books
Make you look like they deposited
match.
it
Yeah.
at the
Okay,
bank.
yeah, you can definitely forge something. How much do you want to try and take then?
I have no sense of monetary value for this world.
3,999 gold pieces.
What you have in front of you is it is a life-changing amount for most people. It is not for a group of adventurers who love magic items.
Okay.
Like that is enough probably to start your own bar that is like a tenth of this size.
Okay, so I guess the question is, do we
That would still be
take
huge.
everything, or do we want
You don't know me.
to only take some?
I think we obviously take everything.
Okay.
We've
Yeah, let's take it.
We've started down the path of wrongdoing. Why go half-mast?
I mean, if we can not get caught, if we can not have anyone know that there was a crime here, and get ourselves set up for a nicer life of crime in the future, that would be one thing to consider.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because if we
I'm
take
okay
everything,
with taking
then...
it all, but
Okay.
Well,
then
okay,
that's
so
fine.
odd right now you are in the office. Can you place your token?
Oh yes,
Uh,
yes.
Everybody place your tokens where you're supposed to be. And I want a thorough accounting of what everybody is doing right now as you're deliberating. Who is partaking in these deliberations, and
I'm in there because. Oh, sorry.
right, and what is everybody doing while these deliberations are taking place? So roll call from the top. Odd, you are deliberating. You've got the safe open in front of you. Next up, Scoo, what are you doing?
I was just saying that we should take it all. Like that was
So you're participating in the discourse and you're not doing anything else in this office?
I'm standing by the door to keep it open so that it doesn't shut behind us.
Okay. Yami, what's up?
I am standing in the doorway, and I think I'm getting increasingly frustrated with the essentially lack of action, like the lack of indecisiveness. Like speed is important, but I'm not really contributing to the conversation.
Okay. And whatever you want, what are you up to?
I am taking part in the deliberations. I'm in that room, as you
Okay.
recall, because I wanted that ink.
Right. So you guys have swiped everything from the desk, and the safe is taking up all of your attention. Is anybody checking out this wardrobe over here?
Sure, I'll go take a look at it. I don't see why not.
Yeah, sure.
I'm-
You open it. Mm-hmm.
I was just saying that if the only people who are taking part in this conversation are me, whatever you want, and Chips, then I will consider myself outnumbered and be fine with taking everything.
Okay, that is precisely the case. Whatever you want. As you open up the wardrobe, you see not staff uniforms as Corbier might have wanted. Instead, you see a good deal of leather armor, and at the foot of this thing are many short swords of good quality.
Oh.
Hung up on racks, there are dark hooded cloaks.
Oh.
Ooh.
What have you stumbled into here?
A
Is
front.
this... Yeah, a front. It must be. Is the robe like the robe? Sorry, does like the armor have like any insignia on it? Just fact, let's do this properly. I'll make an investigation check of the armor.
All right.
And the robes.
Mhm.
Oh
You
God!
see a mark. You see like a slightly subtle marking on the leather armor, but you're not but it's subtle enough that you cannot make it out. This this armor appears to have had like a very small insignia on it, and it is just, it's seen better days, but it's not in bad shape. It's just that particular part of the armor has been kind of chopped into.
Guys, do you think this is a guild or something? A mob? An order? There's clearly something here, but I can't make it out.
Could be.
Could be the folks Lucky was telling us about.
Oh yeah. Shit.
1 second.
I think we should take the armor though.
I think we should burn the place down.
Jesus.
I'm actually coming increasingly on board of burn the place down because, like,
We're taking the gold though.
Of
well,
course.
like we've already broken in and we've already stolen some things. Like our indiscretions are only getting worse. Like, in for a penny, in for a pound, that sort of thing. Like,
If you want to look at it one way, we've already been pegged as being arsonists. Now we
Yeah.
have, in
Yeah.
some sense, license to be arsonists.
We have been pegged in another place as being arsonists. I would not like to.
yeah, we don't need
make
to
a
like
name
do
for
a.
us here
Have
as
you
that.
you've never wanted to be a famous arsonist?
I can tell you that I have not.
Yeah,
let me-
like.
It gives you some amount of flair.
Bad jokes.
You could be accused of having smoldering eyes. There are a lot of benefits.
What was this green thing?
I think that's like the
That's where the
behind the bar.
bottles are, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alcohol and stuff.
I think
Yeah,
we should
like-
swipe the cloaks at least.
Yeah,
What about
I'm
the swords?
Well,
Oh, well,
those two
I-
for those who use them.
Apparently, we'll
Yeah,
just
I
take it
can't-
all.
I can't touch the swords, so well, I can touch the swords, but yeah, the druid archetypes don't use a metal weapon, so, and also I've already got a spear, so just chilling outside with that, I guess.
Need to find out if they've got markings, in case
Yeah.
like we don't want to be spotted with them. But if they're just like generic ones, then sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we know that the cloaks, like the cloaks in army, have some sort of insignia on them. Like
Well, didn't he said the armor,
He said
but I'm
the
not sure about the
armor, he didn't
cloaks.
mention the cloaks.
Oh,
Because-
I implied that I was investigating both the cloaks and the armor, but we'll see. I guess we can.
Yeah, we'll need him to clarify because if the cloaks are marked, I'm definitely going to need one of those to like blend in for nighttime activities.
Yeah, but the cloaks are most definitely going to out us as the robbers, if the owners of the establishment or the front, the establishment is like. Like anyone involved in the order, guild, or the criminal organization is, they are gonna like totally, yeah, they'll peg us. It's having their stolen merch. To be honest, I just
So
want.
we are looking for clarification as to whether it is just the armor with insignias or if the robes are identified
swords.
in some way. Well, we presumably will look at the swords in a second, but Zoe had
Oh yeah,
had specified that Yami was looking at cloaks and armor.
Right. The cloaks do not have any distinguishing characteristics that you can detect.
All right, I'm just gonna go forward to the crab and like take one right off the rack right now. Right here, right now.
Right here. Right now.
Because I'm wearing like a raccoon sort of raccoon sort of thing, which like I've been like wearing for a while. Like I could wear leather, but it's it's just not befitting to a desert traveler to like wear leather hide, especially when I'm like not particularly well equipped.
Yeah, I'd like to take some of the leather, but I'm not going to wear it straight away
All right.
because I want to scratch off any insignias with that knife I got.
Can do.
Could we have a look at the swords and see if those are marked in any way, or if they look kind of just generic swords? You know,
Swords are unmarked. Those are just good quality short swords. Rather, there
definitely
are about
taking
6
one.
of them. Okay.
Short swords with the serial numbers found off the sides.
Exactly.
They've been scraped off.
And once you remove these short swords, you see at the bottom a wand.
Oh, I want me that wand.
Perhaps you will be able to identify its function later because Veer, Davern, Trunk,
Hey, yes.
welcome to the game. I love you.
Hello.
You, my dear friend, see a group of 6 hooded figures out on the street.
Oh fuck!
Heading this way.
Yes.
I run. Well,
Okay.
not run, just kind of like a brisk, purposeful walk inside the establishment because it seems a bit much. And I sort of stage whisper, "There's someone coming! There's 6 someone's coming!"
Can I also put on that cloak? One of the cloaks that are in this cupboard.
You sure can.
Oh, thank you. It's got an insignia on it, right?
The cloaks do not have a distinguishing feature. The armor has an insignia, but it appears to have been damaged.
Do any of them come in my color?
What's the color?
I would either like a dark red or like a forest green.
They absolutely come in dark red. That is what the leather
Yes.
comes in. That's the.
I barge I go, "Hey guys, what you looking at?"
Loot.
And I pick out a cloak
and
and a sword.
And check
because-
out that whole like all that booze over yonder. Davern Trunk.
I don't drink the booze. I just take care of the people who do.
I'm just saying it could come in useful for your flock.
Maybe.
Damn,
Maybe.
like, is there?
Are these people coming towards us, Dev?
Yeah, they look like. Actually, they look like they were wearing these hoods.
You hear the creak of a door opening.
Oh fuck. I wanted to get to like the kitchen, see if there were any like seeds I could fucking nick.
Should we all get inside the office, close the door, and set up for an
That'd be
ambush?
very, very
That sounds like a really good
Sounds
plan.
It actually sounds like the best idea
Let's
that
do
we've
it.
got.
One if you can get in the wardrobe even.
I was
I'm
actually
small.
thinking
I'll
about
get in
that
there.
earlier.
Oh, should all the gnomes get in the wardrobe?
Just for the record, I've taken the gold. It is in my inventory at the moment.
Yes. Absolutely.
Just
I
that
volunteer myself as a
on the
gnome in the wardrobe.
All right. A few folks are walking around the place.
Oh, wait, I've got a short sword now, is it?
That's
Yes.
correct.
Cool.
There's 6 short swords and 2 full sets of leather armor.
I've taken one of the
Alright.
leather armors. And someone else take a leather?
Whatever you want, took the other.
Oh, I didn't take any leather armor.
You took a cloak, right?
No,
I
the
took
leather
a-
armor is in blood red. The cloaks are all black.
I was hoping. Okay, I was hoping that the cloak was dark red, but
I'm sorry, baby. You can probably dye it.
okay. Yeah, I took a cloak and the wand.
All right.
I have a sword,
So
I
you are now hearing kind of it's a company of people trying to talk to each other, kind of shouting, "See anything? Nah, not over here." And even though none of you are actually outside to see it, they're basically shining flashlights around.
There are
Trying to-
flashlights in this world?
Well, they've
They're
got the equivalent.
torches.
Wands.
Yeah, magical.
Yep,
Magical
they got
They-
wands
they-
of light.
They got torches.
Yeah, they got torches. So they're
They got lanterns.
they got lanterns. They got dark lanterns, in fact.
Hooded lanterns, perhaps.
Indeed. All right. Well, I guess it's yeah. Let me check the back. You wanna come with? Yeah. All right.
Good
So
music, by the way.
thank you. So you've got two guys in the back. A couple guys are looking behind the bar. One guy's drinking at the bar. He's just taking a swig. So these two are kind of investigating the kitchen. Does everybody want to give me a stealth roll? I'm doing what's called crit fishing, which is I'm trying to get somebody to sneeze.
Fail.
Yeah, I want failure.
I thought crit fishing was fishing for critical hits.
You're
Fails.
welcome.
Oh, I am the
I'm doing the
stealthiest
opposite.
mofo ever.
It's true.
Oh, I'm even stealthier.
Damn.
So careful when I rolled 7.
It's-
Adventure can proceed.
Yeah, but like, in my.
Yeah, well, on average, those are dope rolls. So no, you don't actually give anything away. You guys are quiet as mice. You've got kind of you're kind of like all holding your breath right now.
Can you do insight? You outside of line of sight.
Yes.
Okay, because I like to make an insight check to kind of discern, like sort of what sort of class of people are they? Like, do basically? It's gonna be like a very stereotypical move, but do they sound like thugs? Are we dealing like with a neighborhood watch, or are we getting like robbed at the same time?
This is the assault of the bourgeoisie on our liberté and fraternité.
What?
Exactly.
I don't speak Welsh. Sorry.
Because obviously I can't see them, but I want to go on like the sound of their voices. Like, are they aggressive? Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, you're hearing a couple bruisers, I would say.
You asked what class of people were. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like that's what class you're not going to get. Like these are clearly members of the witch gang. Like that's clearly not something you can get from their voices. So I'm giving you what you can get, which is you hear that these guys sound like bruisers. At least
Oh,
most
that's
of
what I
them.
was looking for.
All right, and there you go. You got that.
Okay.
So you guys are
bruising?
absolutely just impeccably silent. You can actually hear your heartbeat in your ears right now. It is so silent. And these men are kind of walking back and forth. You hear the ovens opening. They're checking everywhere right now.
Ovens? Really?
I mean,
I mean, we've got
somebody-
gnomes. Could probably hide in an oven.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
These
like a great idea.
Yeah, but they're industrial restaurant ovens. Big.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I could
enough to
fit in a
roast.
pizza oven.
Enough to roast a few gnomes.
A good few.
They're
quite
not
a
on.
many.
It's nighttime.
I mean, and you hear the deep freezer, the unmistakable sound of deep freezer being opened.
Oh, I hope they don't notice anything.
Well, I'm glad I chose.
This
not
meat
to
is
hide it.
somewhat.
All wrung out meat inside the deep freezer.
They don't actually notice anything, but you hear, hell, I haven't seen anybody. What? Damn it. Damn it. All right, well, there's only one place left. Everybody keep your wits about you. He tries the handle of the door.
Did Chips lock it?
Nope.
But he's holding the handle.
Nope. You can hold the handle.
Strength
he does-
check.
Strength contest.
All right, give me a strength contest.
Is that unskilled? I don't have very good
Unskilled.
strength, but I'll
Unskilled.
try it. It's all we've got.
Make that natural 20.
Wait, before you do that, I'm going to tap you on the
Oh,
shoulder and cast
Mm-mm.
guidance.
I clicked it already.
No, it's okay. You can roll the die before or after you make the ability check.
That's true.
Add that 1d4, my friend.
Do I roll it or do you?
You
You
roll
roll
it.
it.
I.
Nope.
I just sort of shrug.
I don't suppose that guidance spell has a verbal component, does it?
It does, but I can be very quiet about it. Very sneaky.
Either way, everything fails. This guy tries the door. It's unlocked. and
Surprise,
he-
motherfucker!
Ah!
Ugh!
All right, everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah, sorry. Before rolling for initiative, I want to even before the door contest, I wanted to turn into a horse for comedy value.
This from his
All right.
own small friend.
Yes, you have successfully turned into a horse. You are presently a
Yeah.
horse.
We're all
As
just
combat
like
begins, you are
A
a horse.
stealthy
squashed
battle
up
horse.
around the horse.
I am a riding horse. Okay, yeah, one sec. Let me roll initiative. I did remember to select my token again. This time even.
Would you say that I'm able to get an attack off, like as a surprise? Is that something that?
Yes. Yes, you would.
If only
So,
we had some super booze.
Now, technically, do I get a sneak attack as well because Veer is right next to?
Yes, and yes. So first, it is going to be Chips Keswick's turn. You have surprised the goon in front of you by flinging the door open.
And then replacing where the door was with my short sword, aiming
Yes.
towards his face.
Yes. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Yeah.
That hits. You pierce him with a short sword. You catch him across the arm as he's
Wow, I'm
using
good
the
at
arm
rolling
that
dice.
he's using to open the door. Okay, that's 11 damage. Good.
And then I'm gonna take a step back, disengage, and be like, "Ha ha!"
All right.
Can how does moving through people work? Do I?
You can move through your allies easily. Moving through an opponent is a whole different.
Oh
kettle
yeah,
of
of
fish.
course, yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
it
it
should
just
be a
means, like,
little
I'm-
harder in these close quarters.
Well,
As a
we're gonna
horse.
use this doorway as a choke point. You see, this is our only strong point here.
Could I mean? Could she charge through?
Yeah,
Trample.
well,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move forward and use my 1 second. See, I have to have these extra tabs open. This is what I get for doing a goof.
I just
Stealth
love the
pony.
idea of a horse just charging out of this tiny office, stampeding just all over. Beautiful. Never apologize.
Yeah, so I play for time, everyone. I
Okay.
roll my
Oh,
d20
man.
plus 6 and attack you with my hooves.
I make small talk to try to distract.
Are you trying to move out of the space, or are you just trying to attack?
Just trying to attack.
And 11 is unsuccessful. He dodges out of the way. He's kind of really freaked out though by the stab and the horse, which is the new name of this bar. The stab and the horse, and he kind of falls back onto the freezer, and he's screaming bloody murder at this point. He's like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
just
this is
happened?"
part of the reason why I was, going to be a horse.
Surprise fact.
There's a horse in here, boys.
Okay, that's me. I can't move, so
Okay, Chips has gone, and this is whatever you want, I believe. Peleus, where are you? Give me
Yeah, I
deets.
think he's muted because he just moved his
Sorry,
dragon.
I was saying cool stuff and didn't realize I was muted.
Oh,
I'm gonna move
no.
over a
Mhm.
bit in this closet, slide on down so I can see this young gentleman, and give him the chillest of touches.
Oh,
Oh, and I'm gonna crit on that most chill of touch.
oh no.
Wow.
7 necrotic damage.
He absolutely screeches. And the other guys are all alerted, and they're coming running. They're freaking out. This guy is about to. He's like half slumped over the freezer now. You guys have really done a number on him.
I
Odd.
just have a little hand coming out of the closet. That's all you can give me.
Well, we are in a small room, blocked off from exit by some folks who are probably going to do something soon. So I take up an armful of papers and toss them in their faces.
Okay. Tell me how you want that to work.
I would like to take them by slightly more surprise than they have already been taken by. And
Is it even possible for them to be more surprised than they currently are, honestly?
I mean, I can't like make a fog cloud or anything right now. We are fish in a barrel right now, and these guys all have wands, and I would like them to not be as good at using their wands.
Oh, they have wands?
Just as a correction, only one guy actually has a wand. Everybody, as I said, everybody sounded like bruisers. There's one guy who has a wand. He's
I see.
presently at the oven.
Okay, so I can see that these two guys in front of us don't have wands.
That is correct. They're armed with swords, however.
Well,
Wands.
I
What's happening there?
Oh my god,
Ooh.
really?
Yeah.
This
Classic.
scumbag.
What am I supposed to do in this situation right here?
I don't know. Just
I could swing a sword over your head, but I don't think I would hit them.
Have more faith in yourself, man. I have faith in you. So does Bilius.
I think our idea was to funnel them into us, but we have set it up more so that we are being funneled out into them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my course of action.
fair enough.
Whatever you want.
All right. So you have look for tells. Is that the one that is slumped over the ice freezer thing? Heavily damaged? The one on the bottom there?
Close one, yeah.
All right. Cool. Keep in mind that you have found his tells. Next round. The goons are surprised, but they are able to move. They're unable to take actions. The one slumped over the icebox is he's scrabbling. He falls down to the floor and just scrabbles off into the corner here. And his mates are able to move. One of them takes up a position here, and a couple more of them are just running up to try and see what's going on. And everybody is able to ascertain that yes, there is something bad wrong in the office, and they are also able to tell that you guys have that somebody has one of their robes.
How are they able
With
to
that, because nobody has been able to actually enter the office, and yet there are people inside the office with robes.
I don't think any of us are wearing the robes, though.
I'm the only one wearing the robe, and I'm in the closet, which was why I was confused.
And
Okay.
Yami has a robe, but is a horse right now.
So,
They can't see
Okay.
that robe.
Good point. Good point. All right. Yeah, I was just making reference to the fact that whatever you want, add one. But you're right. Actually, you're in the closet. They cannot see you.
in the closet.
But they have all done their moves, and they've kind of set chop outside the door here, and they are ready to begin threatening you. I think. Hang on, this one has a little bit more movement. All right, Davern Trunk.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? You're in an office. There are heavily armed and angry-looking men outside the door.
hmm
What's popping?
Can I peek around that door? Like, what can I see from my position?
You see many men. You see largely just the icebox. To be frank, you can see a head popping up over the icebox.
Cool. I cast Sacred Flame on that head.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
He fails to save. He's lit on freaking fire. Right? What radiant? No, it's radiant damage. Okay.
So it's like an inner flame, but too hot.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. His hat, the top of his robe lights on fire. The hood on his head lights a little bit on fire, like Marv in Home Alone.
Yes.
A little bit like that. He's anointed by a divine light, and he is really displeased about it. To be frank. All right, Yami, you've got a bunch of people stationed right outside. What are you gonna do, dude?
I don't actually move as like the horse I chose. It doesn't actually move as fast, and also I like to get past. I like to do what I really wanted to do. I have to like take two attacks of opportunity. So I am just going to select the move function and then move back to behind behind Corbière, and then. I hate to do this, but I'm just going to transform back into being a human, where I'll be a little bit more useful. I have a lot of HP as a horse, but not a lot of options. So yeah, I'm now human again. That's my turn, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to go over microwave some garlic bread.
Right on. All right, so the horse retreats and is no longer a horse. What does Chips Keswick do in the face of these surprising developments?
I'm wondering if we just close the door again.
Could
No.
do.
And then all hide. No. There's
Erase
no
it.
windows or anything in
Yeah,
this
I was
room.
gonna ask that too.
There are windows in the main dining area. There are absolutely no windows in the office or the kitchen.
We could make a window.
Is this what are we surrounded by? Is this like drywall? Is this logs? Is this?
This is logs.
All right, if I was to take a step forward, would I
Mhm.
be able to attack the guy just round the corner of the door?
Yes.
And would you say that that would also incur a sneak attack because Veer is
No.
technically nearby? No?
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Okay.
You guys have really fucked up. All right.
I'm going to move.
Give me an attack. Move up and attack, please.
I'm going to go to here.
And you reach around the corner of the door to poke at this guy
Stab
who's
at
just
the guy
scrabbled.
who's already been kind of battered.
Yeah, he just scrabbled his way off of the freezer where you guys threw him more or less by way of sword and horse.
I think we're doing great.
Yeah. Okay.
12 does not do the trick, Hanson.
I'm taking another step back then. So
All
I'm
right,
not blocking the doorway.
Okay. With that, it is the turn of whatever you want. What are you going to do? Whatever you want. The answer: whatever you want.
Hmm.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes. Well, is this guy over here hiding behind the icebox? Can I see him?
Yes, you can see him. He's got a little bit of cover. Is how we would call it in the business.
Okay.
Which actually, I think he should have had advantage on that saving throw against Davern, but let's ignore that for now.
Sacred Flame ignores cover.
Okay, nice.
I should have taken.
So there's sort of a cluster of these guys here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they have maybe a fair amount of health among them.
Or at least resilience.
Whatever. I'm gonna risk it. You know, we're going full ham. I want to cast sleep centered on this gentleman.
Okay. Hit me with that sleep.
Kabam! Aw. I don't suppose there's one of them that has 22 hit points or less.
There is not. I'm so sorry, my darling. That sleep spell, alas. You toss a pocket full of sand like the Sandman at these goons at the end of the icebox, but alas, they are unaffected, and they're probably going to start rocking your shit soon. Onward.
In that case, I'm going to slide to the left again in my closet.
You hide successfully in that. It's not a closet; it's a wardrobe. But yes, absolutely, you successfully hide in the wardrobe.
This is my low-level armor. Okay.
That is some really good low-level armor, actually. I have to admit, it's a very good shield. Odd. What's Montgomery up to?
Well,
you got your true strike on the.
I do, and if these walls were thinner, I would stab him through the wall. But they're not. So.
I'm liking these jams.
Okay, so like the only things in the room are the robes, armor, swords, papers, quill, gold.
Gold is in.
Yeah, Scoo has taken the gold, but that's all that was in the room.
More or less, there are presumably like OSHA-style safety posters in here. Probably your certificate for operation, your liquor license, things along those lines. So, but I think largely that those things would be basically just more paper.
And this right here goes to the ceiling.
That wall does go to the ceiling.
There's
correct.
no like kitchen serving pass-through window.
No, I'm afraid not. This is prior to that beautiful technology being invented.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna look for tells again?
No, I still have them on that guy. This the icebox is closed.
Icebox is currently closed. Correct.
Okay.
He'll tell you what.
I want to make a mad dash, but I don't know fully all of the mechanics. I think I can. Sorry, I should measure this. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to dash to the doorway, and then if I succeed in that, I'll take a swing at this dude that I'm not pinging for some reason. This dude.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. All right, move your token. You're going to take three attacks of opportunity, bud.
I take an attack of opportunity from this guy first, and I have what's it? I have advantage on my defense roll against that if there is one.
It would not be.
Oh, darn.
All right, so we got 3 peeps about to try and smack you down. Number 1, number 2, number 3.
Jesus.
Yo, my doodle. They're all gonna hit.
So this one hits me for how much?
5, 9, and 8.
That's that would be more than my hit points.
It's 8 drops me to 0 when I get to here.
Shit. All right, you guys see this guy do a mad dash and get leveled right at the end. He gets clotheslined by this brute out of the freezer, out here behind the freezer as he jumps. He jumps up onto the icebox and runs along the length of it, and it keeps everybody completely surprised until at the end when he jumps over this goon at the end and ends up receiving basically a power bomb. Like he's trying to jump in the air, and the guy just kind of reaches up and grabs you and throws you to the ground instead. And you're taken off by that. And you now have Montgomery T. Corbier fallen right next to all these jokers.
I would. Looks.
I've got
Oh,
me an
no.
idea.
You're gonna need it. All right, these other goons move up, and they're just kind of clustering around the door now. And they are just ready to fuck up whoever else comes out. They're holding their actions. The guy right here raises his wand,
Ooh,
and he casts Fairy Fire inside of here.
would the cover afforded me by this closet help me at all?
Actually, yes, you are completely fully covered by the closet, so
Hell to the Yizay!
yeah, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, the rest of you are literally glowing in the dark. So sneaking away is not looking too great, and these bruisers will have an advantage attack on you.
I'm starting to
What the
feel
hell
really
you-
good about closets.
Closets are, yeah, it's pretty advanced maneuver. The rest of these guys are just holding their action to fuck up somebody who comes out of there. Tavern, you're in desperate situation here. What you gotta do?
Correct. Hmm. 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 Okay, so I'm not packing any of my sneak away skills. It's just all. None of this is good.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, am I being weird? Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna just keep slinging spells at people. I think I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at this here fella. Just kind of like stick my head around the door,
Mm-hmm.
like weird D&D peekaboo. And I do this. I do that.
Oh,
Well,
12 does not
really?
hit. I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Oh, that's
God.
awful.
They're in leather armor and they've got some dexterity. I'm so sorry.
And I turn to I turn to everyone else and I go, "This might have been a mistake."
Perhaps. The goons outside. You can hear the goons outside are kind of like, well, let's just get in there. There's more of us than there are them, right? Or are there? And you hear a little bit of confusion among their ranks as they deliberate their plan. Yummy, you
All
were a
right,
horse and now you're not.
Yeah, no, not 1 second. Just doing some. All right. Really ill, good, and hurt. Right, so I'm going to step forward to this position, and I am going to try and break this fight wide open. Indeed. Okay, to try and buy some time, I am going to cast. I'm going to drop a single legume seed on the ground and cast Gust of Wind.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna create a 60-foot long and 10-foot wide blast from the
yeah.
brush.
Wow. All right. Cool. What's your save DC? You should have that in your spell.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
at the top of that tab.
My save DC is 14.
Okay, so we've got 3 that succeed. It's gonna be these 3. Oh, well, actually, the 2 that succeed are actually on the other side of the these guys. So actually, all of these guys get pushed over, and 2 of them are knocked prone. It was 10 feet, correct? 15.
Yeah, it's 60-foot long and 10-foot wide, and
Right.
shall I just like, oops, I was
Very
so
nicely
sorry.
done. Yeah.
All right, and 2 of them are knocked prone because their companions, they made the save. Their companions, however, did not and were pushed into them. So you've got you may have just cracked this fight wide the fuck open. Well done.
Woo! Thank you.
Hey.
Hooray for me!
All right, it is now Chips Keswick's turn. You can observe, and it's worth remembering that you have advantage on attacks that are on prone targets.
Okay. But can I get there?
Yeah, you can.
But I got a slightly different idea. Okay, I'm gonna one sec. I'm gonna run over. Hang on, let me select the right tool. I'm gonna run to about here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna Misty Step behind the guy
Ooh.
over here,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna attack him.
Let the record show attacks of opportunity are best circumvented. Yeah, attack him. Hit me with that juice, baby. Incredible.
Would you say it counted as a sneak attack because I just appeared behind him, or is that not? Is that a bit cheeky?
That's a touch cheeky. I don't blame you for asking though. So feel free every time. Like the thing is that advantage and disadvantage are supposed to be given freely. So whenever you guys have ideas about combat that should make you do better, I can give you I can give you advantage on your things that you do if you just describe them well and give me an advantage that you might have. But Misty Step in particular, no, and the reason why is simply that the Shadow Monk has an ability where they spring out of nowhere and get advantage on their attacks. No, you didn't have advantage on this attack because this guy's not prone. But they get advantage on their attacks, which would grant that sneak attack feature. So just because there exists another thing that you would have to be in order to do the thing you're describing, you cannot get that mechanical advantage. But if you guys perform cool maneuvers or whatever, you can get advantage.
Now, can I also take a step over here, sort of, so like I'm in the same area as
Yeah, you can stand astride his prone body.
Okay.
Davern
wanna
might be
kinda
interested
protect
in
my-
waking him up. I don't know. If
Okay.
Davern wakes him up, it's going to be a pretty awkward situation for both of you because he's just going to. Because here's the thing: when you're dead and you're lying prone, right? You're lying on the ground, and then when your heart begins pumping again, you kind of tend to stock up, like straight up, and that's just That's just
A killer
he's
nut
just
shot
gonna-
waiting to happen.
yeah, he's gonna headbutt your junk, is what I'm trying.
I'm not astride him.
You're astride him. That's how you have to be.
I could just stand to the side of him. He's not
You're
5'1".
astride him. You're astride him, and you love it. Anyway,
Well, it's better
Yeah,
this way because there's a huge gust of wind which is roaring down,
Yeah.
roaring down like behind you.
yeah, you created a really good wind tunnel. Hang on, what's the duration on that?
A minute.
Oh my god, you did just fuck up this fight. All right, so
That's cool.
you are inside of a wardrobe, monsieur.
Oh, so yeah, we're criminals now, so we should do something that's criminal-like, right? I would like to begin securing an escape route out of this office by burning a fucking hole in the wall, like you do. So I'm just gonna drop a flaming sphere on the back of the wall and wardrobe next to me, and start burning a hole through it, and also lighting the building on fire.
I think we found our arsonist, guys.
Yeah.
I think we figured out who did it.
Yeah, you've got a firm arsonist streak in you, I gotta say, and it runs across. All right, you set up a. You begin burning through the heavy logs out of which this building is constructed. It will take several turns.
Including the wardrobe that you are inside.
Yes, that's the other. That's another problem you might have. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Well, if it becomes a problem, tell me, because I won't just stay in there and be burned.
No, I'm gonna make you be burned. You're gonna love that too. All right, so oh my god, I just fucked up everything. No, I didn't. I made it look cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, that looks sick. All right, so yeah, you're beginning a speed weld. By the way, I really recommend the movie Street Thief: The Mystery of Casper Carr. It's about a thief who breaks into buildings, and it shows his little his tricks of the burgling trade. Anyway, now we have done whatever you want. And do you have any movement you want to take, or you just want to hang out in this wardrobe?
Oh yeah, I'm just kind of sitting down with my arms around my knees and like, I'm gonna burn a hole in the wall. I'm just kind of giggling. In the dark.
Corbier, can you give me a death saving throw, darling? There you go.
That is a
one down.
failure.
Sure is. These goons are over here. They're pretty upset about things. They're these two are going to take their full movement to try and get, or these three rather are going to take their full movement to get over. These two are no longer prone, but that costs them half movement.
The wind's still going.
Yeah, the wind is
They
still
can only
going.
get this far.
The wind is still going. My understanding is that it only works on Yami's turn.
It says any creature
Each
in the
creature
line
that starts its turn.
must spend
Okay.
2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to you.
That's even better. Okay. Hang on. Let me double check this. So it starts its turn in the line.
You could argue that
They should. The original saving throw that they failed should not have happened on your turn, is what I'm getting from this. And so what would happen now is that they would go into this particular problem. They would then spend their movement. They would then spend their turn trying to correct for what you just did.
Well, yeah, and also you could argue that like the line of drawing now is like that's the wind, and it would only be 10 foot wide from like this angle. So, from like that. So
no, I mean it would
here would
affect
be
all
affected.
5 of these people unquestionably. Like that I'm just giving you straight up.
All right.
But I think that basically we're just moving all the action that took place on your turn to the start of their turn.
Okay.
So they've been pushed. 2 guys were knocked prone, but they got up and they're trying to move closer again. And you are correct, Odd, about that movement. So I'm going to pull them back a couple of 2 feet. They did take their full actions moving. So again, these guys are not attacking you, which is great. But they are now they're yelling let's just charge them. There are more of us, right? But there's not a lot of resolution there because Even though they do want to charge you, they are now thoroughly aware that there's a magic user in your, and that's not easy for everybody. Davern, how you living?
I feel really bad about burning a hole in the side of that, but I feel like I should. Actually, I can't help it. I rescind everything. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hmm.
Isn't this
Can
a
I
puzzler?
see? Do you think I could see? I couldn't see Corbier from here, could I? If he's prone.
He's slumped onto the doorway. He's actually partly sitting up the way that he fell.
Can I see him? That's really
You
what's
can.
important
You
here.
can see him. You can peek around that doorway and up and over that ice box, and then you can see the very top of his forehead and his hat that is askance. It's askew. Other
Hmm.
words that begin with ask.
Oh wait, shit!
Asquies.
I didn't take the seeing.
Esquimini.
I should have taken the ranged heal. This is. I've made
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
should have, didn't
mistakes
you?
today.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really fucked this one up. Which one among all the goons that I can see looks the most hurt?
The one right closest to you is the most hurt.
Cool.
He's-
I'm poking my head out and I'm gonna guiding bolt again because that worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You don't hit him.
Oh.
You guys, I did not want a TPK out of this. Everybody pick up that pace. All right, so Yami, it is your turn. You've got the gust of wind working. Is that a concentration spell?
1 sec, I'll just double check. Yes.
Okay, so right now you've got concentration on your gust of wind, and you still have the option to take an action. But however, you cannot cast another spell that requires concentration.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, well, I am going to 1 second, rule of time. Yeah, and do I take an attack of opportunity by moving into the field? Sorry,
No.
moving in. All right, well, I'm gonna.
It's only when you move up.
Right, well, I'm gonna move forward to hit and cast Thunder Wave, because I think Dav will be fine.
Yeah.
Well, that is really choice. Okay. Oh, there were only 3 that would be affected by that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 14, 17, 14. The roller. Is it the case that the roller always wins
Yep.
when it's the same? Okay. So 2 of them do save and take half damage. However, the guy right by you does not, and he splatters a bit. This guy gets shoved against the wall and cracks his head. He falls down to the ground.
Whoops.
Worth remembering that if you want to, you can always do non-lethal damage. The way that works in this game is simply that when you take somebody out, you can decide at the end, even after the rolling, if you want it to be lethal or non-lethal damage. And this is true even for things that should clearly be lethal, like fireballs.
Okay, that's good to know.
Non-lethal fireballs.
Right. Now that you have done that, do you wish to take any move actions?
No, I
guess you did.
Yeah, I moved forward to get in like a really choice range.
Yeah, and you did. Well done. You're really the MVP of this combat thus far because everybody else has kind of died and missed. Chips, Keswick, you were astride. You were just really
stood alongside, but I'm going to attack this guy by the door again.
Okay.
Because that's what I want to do.
Do you want to pull any kind of smooth moves to grant yourself advantage, perhaps?
Oh,
if you can think of a way to give yourself advantage, I will give it to you in the game as well.
Wait, what? As well?
I don't.
Right. Do it.
Shut up. You get the idea. Shut up. Shut up.
Throw me at the guy.
I'm gonna take off
Oh,
Montgomery's hat and put it over the guy's face, so he can't just literally push it onto his, forwards.
Yeah.
Not on top of his head, but forwards.
Right.
And then so he can't see the attack that I'm about to make.
Yes, you get advantage for doing that. Absolutely. That is hilarious. Or Corbier, you are
geez,
valuable
I need it.
even when you are asleep.
Oh,
I
for
love
crying out loud!
You push it onto his face, and he immediately ducks and moves, just trying to get the fucking hat off his face, and your stab goes wide.
All right, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step
Uh-huh.
to the side of the wall.
Incredible.
So I'm no longer astride.
I also
even
listen,
if you want me to be, I'm not.
No, I do. I do. Here's what makes me really sad, Corbier. I realized that last attack of opportunity from this guy should not have actually happened.
Really?
Yeah,
because
and I
I'm
don't
still
know how
within
to.
5 feet of him.
Yeah, and I don't know
Oh.
how. Do you want to let that stand, or do you want to be back in the?
So I've been sitting here thinking, well, I should have just drop stabbed him from there rather than trying to flank him. So I did that wrong.
Well, I did the thing wrong too. So we got to figure out how we want to make this work.
Well, and also subsequently, I would have had a sneak attack on him if
That will never happen. Shut up.
God damn it.
So I've just had my hat removed.
Maybe that woke him up.
And yeah, I love it so much that the act of it being taken off my head stirs me a little.
Exactly. Your eyes fly open. I fucking love it. That is much better. Yes. Yes. You feel the indignity of your hat being removed. Your eyes fly open, and
Chip
you're in the middle of a fucking wind tunnel battleground.
Chip says to Montgomery, "Sorry, pal, I had to try it."
All right. So yeah, you are now back in the fight, Montgomery. Now we've got whatever you want. You are burning a hole through this wardrobe. What's
Excellent.
happening?
How much progress is being made?
It's not a ton. It's going to be a little while at least.
So my flaming sphere lasts for 3 rounds at the moment at this level, but it's still working its way through.
Yes, it is.
All right, so it takes up a 5-foot space. I'm thinking of using a minor illusion on the space it takes up to make it look like there's nothing out of the ordinary happening in that space.
All right, you could do that. Absolutely.
And to see through the illusion, people would have to interact with it somehow. And it has a verbal component, so I just like move a little from where I'm sitting and try to make it look like there's nothing wrong with my closet.
Yes, from anybody's perspective, there's nothing wrong at all with the closet.
You are like R. Kelly.
And I just, and I just continue to. Okay. Since I'm not doing anything in particular besides that movement wise, could I uncork my handle of blood and take a swig?
Yeah, you can.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Burning and drinking.
Burning and drinking. And what about in the game though?
Also in the game.
Ah, excellent. Universal is about to be able to join you guys.
Woohoo! I might save the day.
Hey, Universal, how you doing?
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Sorry for my tardiness.
We need
No
you.
worries at all. You are needed desperately.
We've been dealt a bad hand.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that's the third time this session we've made that joke. All right, you guys explain what's going on. I'm going to use the restroom and beverage up.
You gave us the location
Yes.
of a restaurant to rob, and we went and robbed it. And
Good.
we were standing there in the back room with all of the loot of our robbingness when Veer, who was standing lookout, saw 6 robed figures outside, and we all rushed into the back room and holed up in there, which was a very bad decision because they got quite well. Scoo managed to. Chips got in a good stab, and Yami got in a good horse trample because she transformed into a horse in the back room.
Nice.
But then after that, they were pretty well in control.
It went
of
to
this
shit.
fight. Yeah.
Right.
I ran through and got thoroughly clobbered. Then whatever you want decided to. He was hiding inside a wardrobe in the back room. He decided to set it on fire and also the wall to try to burn a hole through and escape that way. Yami has set up a gust of wind that is currently affecting all these dudes in this area. And this gust of wind has turned the tide of the battle, and that's about where we are. Everyone else has basically been missing everything.
Yeah, importantly, I did just kill a man as well because I cast Thunderwave and yeah, it fucking wrecked people's shit.
We also found some armor and weapons and cloaks and stuff in the wardrobe. So
Okay.
as I burst out of the office, I misty stepped to the end, and I'm hiding around the corner right now. So I've technically got all the gold on me, and I can just leave, but I'm not going to do that because
Well,
my compatriots are stuck right now. So, but we've
Very
got them. We've got them cornered.
And what we did was we said that you were not with us because if you were seen around here, people would recognize you.
okay, yes.
So if you
Well, what might have happened
choose
is
to come around, then that is
he
your
might
choice.
have waited for us, and
Yeah.
he noticed we've been gone a while.
Yeah.
Come to look for us or something.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah, I might have, or maybe I was keeping watch from afar. I don't know. But then you were surprised by the people coming in, so I don't know.
Wait, maybe you're just
Basically-
not a very good watch.
You have
Yeah.
you have heard some screams and some clanging and some explosions.
Yeah, basically you're just continuing to sabotage the group. You know, like you sent these goons in here, and you're like, well, they're all gonna die, and yeah, I'm gonna claim the bounty.
I told you to rob the place. I didn't say get caught.
You tell us
Yeah.
that now.
Well, I realize I should have been more specific, but
Yeah. I think even actually yeah, after the trunk I left my spear outside. Like, did you like grab it when you when you ran in when the dudes were coming?
yeah, I could do that. A spear, so I
You
wouldn't have a
recognize
weapon.
it because you were the
so-
one who made it. So
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. So, that connection. I'm like I'm pretty much out of like useful spells like after in my next turn. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't stick with just being a draft horse, and because I actually have more HP as a horse than I do as myself.
It
And I
actually,
think- And my AC is actually I think probably the same or better.
Oh, right.
your HP sits on top of your normal AC when you're wild shaped as well. So it's not like if you were dropped to 0, whatever
Yeah.
extra damage would just carry over to your normal hit points.
Let's
Birds
see.
are very tanky.
Do you have the stats on that spear?
Yeah, it's I would imagine it's just a standard spear, so it's you can either use it like two-handed for 1d8 or one-handed for 1d6. It's also throwable, so you can either throw it using strength or dex to
Okay.
cover distance.
Neat. I shall put that in the thing.
Yeah, like when I was doing character creation, I just put it in the starting weapons, and with the expectation that I'll encounter a spear and like a shield, like a buckler at some point.
Right.
Probably.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, why, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Returned with another glass of real hot.
Ooh. Care to
Uh,
share
I would love to. Why don't you come on over, Bay?
from that delightful region?
Ooh, tell me more. Actually, don't. We're in the middle of a fight. What's going on? Universal, you are
Yes.
able to come in. Now, my understanding of this, and you should feel free to correct me, is that this was previously your employer, and you didn't want to show your face necessarily out here.
Yeah.
We
I
covered
mean,
all that while you were gone.
I feel really like bad about this, but yeah, I sort of think that we're in a desperate situation and we need that money.
That is definitely true. You guys were penniless. Now you're 4,000 gold richer. Holy smokes. But you haven't been able to use it on much yet. If you want to, you can rush into the entrance here. Like you've had a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, yeah, that is just what I'll do. Perhaps scooping up that spear that who dropped the spear? Was it Yami?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yami would
okay.
have left the spear at the home, in fact. So actually, you see that Yami has left her spear that you personally crafted with your tusks. You
Nice.
tusk crafted it by hand. I mean, by tusk, and then you ran to get it back to her, and you are now entering this bar armed with a spear.
Nice. And I was like, oh, it's still wet. How is it still wet?
Excellent. Go ahead and place your token wherever you're. There's so much. When you enter the bar, you hear a gigantic fucking ruckus, as well as like what sounds like a tornado or a wind tunnel, maybe. It's really you know that shit is going down. Like, let's put it that way. Once you enter the place, which is unlocked mercifully.
Okay.
So in the back you hear just a shriek and etc. And if you want to place your token and roll me initiative, we can get right into this turn order, and you, my dear friend, can save the day from our pals who are under fire.
Oh,
Good
damn.
initiative.
There you go. Good stuff. Did I just call you good stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll change my name at some point.
Dealt some good stuff.
That would be quite a character arc.
Yeah. That's my final form.
Incredible.
Right. Okay.
Now who actually just went? It was whatever you want just went. So that means that it is now Odd's turn.
Okie dokie.
Get up in
My
here, Montgomery.
eyes snap open from my momentary incapacitation. I see my hat falling to the floor. I roll to grab it and thunk it on my head jauntily and stab upwards at this dude.
Hell yeah.
Where's my stabby? There's stab. And am I getting a sneak attack?
You do get sneak attack.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because Scoo just like stabbed the guy and then rolled over.
Okay.
Like that guy is still looking at Scoo. He thought that you were incapacitated,
And
had his back turned to you. So yeah.
it has been so long. Sneak attack is an extra
2d6.
2d6 at your level, I think.
2d6. Okay.
Ooh.
Whoops.
Should be 2 sets.
Yeah.
Damn, Gina. You dropped this guy like a fucking sack. Like, dude, you just like woke up, grabbed your hat, and floored this fool. And he drops to the fucking ground immediately. You stab upward and into his in the air, the soft part, the softest part up under his jaw, in between the bone. You just kind of like pierce his jaw and his palate. It's really yucky, and it makes him feel bad, but it makes you feel good.
Awesome.
So we now have goons left. Many of you are still under the influence of fairy fire, so it's worth remembering that. And we're about to do some strength checks to see how they do against Yami's what's name?
Gust of wind.
Gust of wind. Two of
Yeah.
them are pushed. It is these two. However, they are not pushed prone this time. And everybody, instead of fighting the wind,
Did the 13's a failure, isn't it?
13 is a failure. So, oh yeah, that's so there should be only one. You're right. That did make the save. So this one over here. Thank you. And rather than fighting the wind, this one closest to you, Odd, decides to close the distance on you. These other guys are going to try and reach for Yami, and they are going to. This one here is not going to be able to reach, but these other two will. So one of them is going to take another swipe at Odd. Does 21 hit you, Odd?
I believe it does.
Okay.
Funnily
Just
enough.
Just checking. How does 10?
10 drops me to 0 hit points.
Okay.
So you just you got knocked out cold. You woke up, snapped like a fucking rubber band, and then got knocked cold out by this dude standing in the middle of a fucking wind tunnel. He clocks you as he swings by, like he's just running,
Clothesline you.
propelled, and just kind of clocks you, and you are knocked back the fuck out.
Man, what a badass.
Yeah, there are two others that are going to try to attack Yami right now.
I'm probably going to be boned. It's going to be great.
Does 96 hit you? I did that one. 13 or 10? Do either of those? 10 shouldn't.
Tension, because I believe unarmored AC is just 10, right? So
yeah, plus your dexterity modifier.
I have no dex, so
Okay,
yeah.
so 10 does hit you.
Okay, 10 hits me. 10 and 13 hit me.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take 14 points of damage from these two swinging at you. This guy in the back is the one who couldn't reach you. I'm sorry. It's these two. These two are close enough to swing at you, even as the wind is gusting at them. They actually end up using that to their advantage as they swing. It gives them a little bit more damage as they just kind of chop at you with their short swords that they have. They're able to put a little bit more weight behind the blade as they're being pushed. All right, Davern Trunk. You see Oddward fall again after a very comedic ass kicking that he handed out.
I swing around the corner and place a hand on Yami's shoulder, and I cast, first time in this campaign, any form of a healing spell. Cure wounds. So 8 plus additional hit points equals to 2 plus 3, so you heal 11.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really good for me.
Yeah, you're almost all the way better, dude. Jeez,
Yeah.
you only lost like 3 points.
Yeah, you're really good at that maths.
Yeah, Vera's good at this. No, Vera's good at this. Dang.
Yes.
Nice life discipling. Do you have another action you can take, or do you want to?
No, because I moved.
Okay, can do. All right, Delta Bad Hand, you roll up and you see that the whole crew is fucked. You watch Montgomery Corbier just ruin somebody and then get clocked out. And he did pull a slick move, and his hat is still on his head, just the way he likes it.
Okay, so these are like weird robed figures, did you say?
That is correct. They're all wearing black robes that you might recognize. Can you give me a history? Because you've been in these parts
quite a bit. Let's see, history.
Brilliant.
How's my history?
That's good enough for me to feel okay about it. This one was pretty low because you lived there. You recognize these robes as belonging to the Incirrina.
Oh dear.
It's,
Oh dear.
yeah.
Remind again of who the Incirrina are. They basically the cops, or these are the cops?
It's the
No.
criminal organization that runs the place.
Ah,
It's
okay.
criminal organization you don't
La
mess with.
Cosa Nostra, you know.
Yeah. Okay, no survivors. So,
oh boy.
you hear, like, I'm sure you hear like a pounding as I run close, and you see I essentially just run in. I've got my bandana over my mouth and sort of almost a disguise looking thing,
Yeah, close.
and I am holding the spear of Yami, and I just take a jumping attack at this guy in
Hell
the door.
yeah.
I'm going to pin him to the wall if I can.
All right,
So-
are you enraged?
I rage and I go into a frenzy.
Ooh, I haven't seen a frenzy yet.
Yes, that gives me advantage to attack rolls while I rage, but it gives everyone advantage against me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you can join the Advantage Club, you know. We've
That
all
is
got
true,
advantage on
basically-
it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry, no, I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't think I get that to level 6. I might be a fool. And we
Oh.
all know that's a possibility.
Hey, shit happens.
Oh, crap. Where is this rule now? Yes. No, sorry. That's not frenzy. That's just reckless attack. So,
Mhm.
yes, the rules are right. The name was wrong. So
Got it.
I leap at this guy, and I'm also going to use another thing, which is frenzy, which allows me to make an extra attack as a bonus action. So spear to the face, two-handed, and roll. Bums. I rolled bad.
Wow.
Oh
that was-
man, critical miss.
Oh, wait a
that
second.
was
No,
pretty- You have
I
advantage
I
on the
I
roll,
have
so
advantage. Oh.
that shit is hilariously bad, though.
Oh, he's reversed it.
No,
The
what the
complete
fuck?
reversal.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh.
Wow.
How do you
Uh,
crit additional 0 damage though?
Yeah, you're gonna have to add that
Um,
to the weapon section.
Yes.
Uh,
So
the- right now
um,
it's just blank. Add the same damage dice as the weapon. So you
Okay.
can add you can just roll 1d8, I think, is if it's two-handed.
yes, there is a thing for barbarians as well. When I score a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time and add it to the. So yeah, I get that. And
You get 2d8 you can add to this. Jesus Christ. Okay.
okay.
So this pup just fucking disappears in a cloud of blood, I guess.
I'm hoping so.
It comes real close. For that, I'm gonna go ahead and say you do manage to pin him to the wall. You have poked a spear through him like quite easily, quite handily. The spear is through him, and you haven't like damaged the wall because these are very thick logs, but you managed to jam it between the logs in such a way that the spear will not move unless you yank it out.
Okay, is he dead?
He is not dead.
Oh,
He's mangled and upset and freaking out.
He's having a very bad day.
And you hear him scream, but it only lasts for a second because the wind just carries it away.
Oh no.
well,
Oh,
with
how
my
nice is
bonus
that?
attack, I yank it out of the wall
Uh-huh.
and I put my hand on his shoulder. Are you all right? And then I stab him again.
Fucking savage.
Oh, that was rubbish.
Yeah, the thing you get distracted when you try and deliver a Colt. Not Delta's specialty is delivering these lines, and you just kind of jam it back into the wall next to him. He sort of he
I stab him
performs an
again, but it's so perfectly into the same hole that it doesn't damage him in any way.
right, exactly. Chips, Keswick, you are now up.
Okay. I'm going to come back into the room,
Mhm.
and I'm going to try and finish this guy off with a stabby stabberson. If I can find the right tab, there we go.
Excellent.
And I think I get a sneak attack because next to me, but
I think
probably
you don't need it. Yeah, I
But
think you don't need that at all.
I'm going to stand back here though, just in case, and I'm going to duck down at the end of this cabinet,
Okay.
and that's my go.
Fantastic go, I gotta say. Yeah, you basically just cut into him, in not like in your usual precise way. That I think would be presented by sneak attack. I think you just you see Delta come roaring the fuck in. This like he's a quarter ton of muscle, right? Like this is not a small dude at all. You see him just come roaring in, and he's so enraged that he gets you pissed, and you just kind of swing out in a blind fury at this thing, and your hit connects, and it's enough to take him out of the fight for sure. Up next, we've got Yami.
Yeah,
You've
one
got
second.
3 people in front of you. You guys have taken care of half the fight already. And the battlefield looks to be turning to your advantage.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second while I okay, yeah, no, to like really like just hammer the sort of kind of killer instinct aspect home. I speak to them in Druidic and tell them to leave this place, and I redirect the gust of wind so it's now facing this direction, so that it's just basically blowing up. And
Okay.
I spellbook. Yeah, sorry. I was like, I have to like flick through. I cast Brim. I grab I grab a wodge, like a wodge of dirt, and touch Dav, and cast Longstrider.
Ooh, that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
On whom?
Me.
Dav. Yeah.
Okay, Davern. Dav. Got it. Okay. Great.
Davin.
Dav, you are now long strided. Keep that in mind, please. The gust of wind will occur on the goon's turns. If you please help me remember that, Yami.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. Outstanding. Whatever you want. You are just doing whatever you want. You can see that there is about a foot of clearance now. The burn is not going as well as you hoped. It is purely the sphere that is causing anything else going on. Like these logs are not the type that catch per se. Like these are not campfire logs. They're not dry. They're petrified. I think is kind of the ideal. But you are able to make some progress. You can see a 1 foot hole right now.
Oh, really? A 1
A 1
foot
foot
hole?
diameter. Yeah.
That might be okay for me,
If you want to give me like an athletics or an acrobatics check, certainly a gnome is very small.
Aren't there some like squeezing rules that I could apply here?
Yeah, I think I'm basically doing that by asking for that roll.
Question.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the way you have been noting the fire, and I'm noticing that this right here is our alcohol shelves.
Oh,
Yes! Yes!
Whoa. Yeah, on your turn, this entire fucking place goes to hell. It has now caught one end of the bar on fire. Wow, yeah, thank you for spotting that, Odd. Because man, this just got way more haywire.
So there's sort of 1 diameter hole in the wall, right? I think I'm going to use the final round then to mentally move the flaming sphere outside of the closet space. So it's just kind of burning like this part of the wall for the next round. And before attempting to squeeze through that 1 foot diameter hole, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Fair enough. That
Hey, you
seems,
know, just in case.
relatively wise.
Not all of us are fireproof.
Well, you know, if I'm able to get out of here, technically none of our criminal friends have seen me or know what I look like. So I'm going to try to maybe pretend to be a concerned citizen and go through the front door. You wanted an athletics check, right?
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever you're more comfortable with.
Okay.
I think you mean whatever you want.
I think I'm going to do acrobatics. And how's a 10 going to do?
10, you get out. You're gonna burn yourself a little bit.
I moved the flaming sphere. Does that change things at all?
It's still like red hot because you just had a flaming
Oh.
sphere right there. How
Got
does
it.
45 do you? I'm sorry, I did a D88. 3. 3 is what you take.
I crawl into the wall and die.
Whoops.
Those little
Has that-
excited dice will get you every time.
3 damage is fine. 3 damage.
Yeah, I
is
think
fine.
you can bear it. So you can move your token now to where you want to be.
Okay.
So you're able to make the
I
squeeze through these
would
red
like
hot.
to.
Mhm.
I would. Can't actually move my token outside of the wall, but I'll just delete it and say that I'd like to start moving towards the front entrance, skirting the outside of the building.
Sure. Redrag your token in for that.
Oh,
Also,
and I'd like to.
also, you deleted yourself in the turn order, so please keep in mind
crap.
where you were supposed to be. And when you delete your token, it fucks all kinds of shit. Sorry.
I'm
RIP.
a 13, and yeah, I also like to put my black cloak away, if that's all right, while
Right,
moving
13,
around.
Correct.
Yeah.
Can do. All right. Onward. You hear a whoosh in addition to the roar.
I don't
Wind
hear
tunnel.
one because I'm unconscious.
Oh,
On the
shit, you're
ground.
right.
But I did just
Well-
make a crit on my saving throw, so
Which gives you
it's
1
2
health
successes.
point back.
Oh, it gives 1 health point. Okay, so
When
I
you
do hear
crit
this
on it-
stuff.
Yes, your eyes snap open the second time in this fight. And you have 1 fucking hit point left. You are able to observe from your laying down cozy position where you were just enjoying nap time that the bottles on the bar are now fucking lit.
So, given all of the events that have happened, I do not think that anyone would begrudge me dashing out here.
You can't ask. Nobody's going to tell you if they're going to begrudge you, but yes, you can absolutely dash. You're good to go. You're free to go.
No, I mean
in this
I'm
one,
dashing. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will have a problem with it.
Fair enough.
Dude, I've literally been doing whatever I want this whole fight. I think you're fine.
You're already on top of it, Blaze. Okay, so 2 saves so far.
Oh, shit. Sorry, those were attacks. Let me do saves. Instead, we're going to start all the way over
Yeah.
and do saves. 1, 2, 3. They all make their
They all
saves.
save.
They all saved.
Okay.
Guys,
Oh.
we can frame these guys as the arsonists.
All right, the third steps up, and 2 of them are going to be attacking. After seeing Yami place her hand on Davern, they're worried that Davern is about to do some wild shit. So 2 of them are concerned about Davern, and 1 is going to try and hit Yami.
Okay.
First 2, 14 and 10. Do they hit you, Davern?
What? The 10 misses.
10 misses. 14 does hit. Okay.
14 hits me. I don't like this.
8 damage.
That's fine.
You cannot hear anything in the next room at all. There is a gust of wind right by you and Yami.
Also, there's a fire behind us.
Yes, but you cannot hear that. You are unaware of that. I'm trying to make. Davern, it is now your turn. All you hear is the whistling, the whoosh.
I yell, "To hell with this!" and just sort of smack the guy in front of me
Sweet action.
twice.
Would you say that you slapped his shit?
Mm,
With a sword, yes. Yes.
yeah, she slapped his shit for sure. Yeah, okay. This guy is taking the first damage that he has taken in this fight. He takes a fair bit and he's already pretty worried. He's like, wait. Oh, and like at this point, the three guys are taking stock. They're looking around like, oh, this didn't go the way we wanted. Oh, it's magic. Universal, Delta.
Yeah, I'm just going to run at the nearest dude who isn't dead and use some like murdering.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, that's okay for me to get there, isn't it? Let me just double check.
Yeah, you can get there, but I think that might take up your whole action. 35 feet.
Okay. I
You
am
could also
basically.
throw in the spear as well.
Oh, could I do that while I'm running?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that while I'm running. Right. So, with
You run a
spear-
risk if you miss of not having a weapon.
That's true. But if I hit, I'll
Then
be
you'll
fine.
be able to pull it out of him, presumably.
Okay, so let's go. 13.
13 does hit. It is successful.
Okay,
These guys are in leather armor.
cool.
Did you roll strength, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, I do have advantage in that, don't I?
Yeah, I guess you can roll just to see.
Yeah,
if
I'll
you
roll
crit.
again just and see if that works. Oh no, I can't roll again because I don't. No, I can because I have advantage. That's okay. That's better.
Yeah, he gets 5 damage.
What?
Well, I mean that's the damage you rolled on the first attack. You're always, even when you have advantage on the attack, advantage on the damage roll too. So it's always going to be the first one. All right, so these two are kind of facing their first actual injuries in this battle, and they're looking around and realizing that their homies are fucking dead.
They do have advantage on me because I'm raging.
They're pretty, yeah, fair enough. Chips Caswick,
Yeah.
how are you doing, darling? Are you having
I'm
a good
doing
fight?
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Might just leave now though.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking. But I don't think I can get over there. Oh, I can.
With cunning,
I can.
Yeah, with cunning action, you also have 2 move actions as well. So.
I don't need it. I'm going to come over here and hit this guy in the side with my short sword.
Inside.
The pointy bit. I'm going to miss.
Yeah, you do. Outstanding. Well done.
I do not like this short sword. I might get a different one later.
Yeah, you might have to swap it out for a luckier one. Yami, there are 3 ruffians in front of you. 2 of them seem kind of they're actually kind of freaking out pretty bad. But the one right in front of you is squarely focused on you.
Okay, yeah, sorry, measurement time again. Oh, yeah, that's hitting everyone.
Oh God.
Yes, do it. A, yes, do it. Yes,
Oh,
do it.
God.
Yes, do it.
What
B,
fresh horror have you planned?
B, just so you guys know, I'm going to try and like keep combat speedy. So try and do your measurements and your spell decisions and that stuff when it's outside of your turn. And in the future, I'm going to actually put a timer on this. Like I'm going to put like you're going to have around 20 seconds to declare and resolve your action, so that we keep combat very speedy.
Sorry, Davin and overall.
Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Everybody catch it.
Yeah.
Everybody catch it.
All right.
Who's doing the Constitution saving throw?
Not you.
Are you sure it's everyone?
Delta, Chips, from
Oh, good thing I'm really good at that then.
It's a good thing I'm outside.
You still take 4 damage.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then does this also push? Pushes 10
Those
feet.
that fail are pushed. Yeah.
Yep. They all failed. Wait, did they? No, one of them saved.
No, one of them succeeded.
The one right in front of you succeeded. He's
Oh, fuck's sake. It's the only one I really wanted to push. Yeah, they pushed 10 feet away, so yeah. It's all good.
Mhm.
All right, yeah,
they're
that's my
pushed
turn.
against the wall. Yeah. All right, they are pushed against the wall. It is now Peleus, whatever you want. Are you just getting the fuck out? of Dodge?
No. Can I get to the front door?
You sure can. You and Odd are running toward the front door together
In opposite directions.
in opposite directions.
What?
How?
Yeah,
Wait,
Yeah, because
there's only one door, Odd.
Peleus is outside.
I'm outside
Oh,
on
right.
this side of the building, and my game plan is to get to the front door, pretend to be a concerned citizen, and be like, "Oh my God, the arsonists are here! They're in black cloaks!"
All right. Okay. Yeah. You are able to reach the door this turn,
Sweet. That's what I
and
do.
that will take up your entire turn for sure. Odd, you are running in the opposite direction.
Yep. So now I'm reaching the door from the inside.
Excellent. You two are able to meet and kiss. I do a
This is what I
lot
was
of
gonna do.
slash fanfic about my players' characters. I don't know if you guys have noticed. The goons are now gonna have to do their saving throws versus the what's name, the gust of wind. They all fail magnificently, fall backward. I'm gonna say each of them takes like 2 points of damage from getting pushed into the wall that they're already on. So they're just kind of you push them back with a thunder wave, and then you push them back again with your gust of wind, and they're all like bleeding a little bit from the ears in particular.
Yeah,
And,
I'm just very pushy. What can I say?
You are pushy.
Okay.
That's fucking adorable. They're all going to try and run for the door. Chips and Delta, you each have one opportunity attack, and you can choose which personages you want to try and hit.
Okay. Well, I'll go for the same guy again, I guess. And so I get my spear back. I can pluck it out, can't I?
That's correct.
Cool.
It's not a ton of damage, but he does take it as he runs past you. The same guy that you swung at before, or that you threw the spear at, kind of ambles past you, and all three of them are just pushing you and Chips out of the way. Chips, can you? You have. Thank you. At the moment of opportunity attack, you would have had an ally within 5 feet. So why don't you give me? No, actually, you wouldn't have. So there is no.
I got
sneak
pushed
attack.
back as well, so no.
No sneak for you. All of these guys are half dead, just so you know, and they are moving toward the door rapidly. The fire is beginning to spread a bit more around the bar area. It is now consuming the bar itself.
Can you
Excellent.
dismiss a spell at any point, even if it's not your turn?
Yes, you can use your reaction, but that would remove a potential opportunity attack.
I was just noticing that Chips and Delta had at some point moved into this column of it.
It had been redirected
Okay.
by Zoe to here, so it's actually only within this
Okay, beautiful.
little
Yeah,
area.
like
That requires a bonus action to redirect, and she took care of that
Yeah.
on her turn. So yes, they're good to go for sure. The goons have now started to run. They're fearing you. Davern, does this embolden you to see your opponents run in fear?
It's more like a relief of, oh my god, thank god I don't have to do this anymore, and just sort of the awkward part is that I think we're all headed the same way.
Sure are.
So I'm gonna do a sick parkour move over this. Can I? Or is it like floor to ceiling?
Yami, can you give her a boost? Do you feel okay giving Dav a boost?
yeah.
I think Vera's
I'll
asking
go do-
about the wall, which the wall does.
No,
have
no, no,
specific-
no.
No. She
the-
wants to slide across
Okay.
the ice box.
Here.
Like
And
so.
and
I'll
Yami
push you
reaches.
as you go past.
Yeah, Yami reaches down and gives you a little boost because you're a gnome in this game.
No, I'm actually a human.
You're a human. Okay.
I
Yeah.
know. Breaking
The
with
picture is a
tradition.
little bit. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
a very
The
short
David the
human,
gnome
though.
avatar fucked me up pretty good, but well, I mean, what about in the game though?
Okay, so in the game I'm even shorter than I am in real life.
Whoa. Okay, then you do need
In
the
the
boost
game
from
I'm
Yami.
4'11".
Jesus Christ, Veer.
I'm very small.
I mean, that's definitely true. So Yami gives you a little boost across, and Delta sort of throws his strength in the mix. So you're able to move
Cool.
your full
And I have
movement.
Long Strider. So that's a 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
1, a 2.
Actually, a 2 would trigger all of these attacks of opportunity. So
Yeah, that is true. Absolutely.
I'm gonna leap from above onto this unfortunate fellow.
Mm. I love it.
And I'm like, should I use a spell or should I just stick him with a sword?
Do what
That's
you
really,
like.
Whatever feels right. Whatever you want.
What's
Mm.
really
That's really good.
fire. Inner,
Oh.
an inner flame.
Right.
Yeah.
2 really?
They get, they feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Well, that whiffs.
Yeah. Okay. So that takes no damage whatsoever.
But it was really cool sliding.
That was a very
And that's
good
my
slide.
consolation.
Yeah, that
We're
was an
good.
extremely.
We're all
You did a sweet slide. Delta, you just tossed a very small human across a very slick ice box.
That's just a weak day for Delta. I'm going to double move. I'm going to take attacks of opportunity from all of them, and I'm going to stand in the doorway.
Wow, balls deep. I love
Yep.
it.
I'm just like, you shall not pass.
Does 12 hit you?
That's 12 hits me.
Okay.
9 does not.
You get 15 points of damage. As you shove these guys aside and they cut at your arm as you pass. You just kind of literally, you're a fucking thick cord of muscle and you just push them.
Well,
You just literally shove them in their face.
I do have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So
Okay, so you take half of that, which is going to be 7.5.
7.
Round up.
7. Damn. Okay.
Actually, I think you round down for literally everything in this game except
Yeah.
one wizard class feature. So round down, and it is 7.
Okay.
Thanks, Odd, for corroborating. I appreciate your deep rules expertise.
Mm.
So Delta
So
has
deep.
now moved, and he is sitting square in the fucking doorway, which he takes up almost entirely. Is that about right?
I would say absolutely.
You're about 6'6" and very broad-shouldered. So yeah, pretty much that whole goddamn doorway. Chips, you see 3 people rushing past you in an attempt to flee what is now clearly a burning bar. You are next to a wind tunnel, and you just saw a very small human do a slick Dukes of Hazzard move, and a very large orc fill up a doorway and take the role of a living door. What do you do?
must answer my riddle to get through.
I mean, basically, here's the thing about Delta. He's a living pencil sharpener or a living door. Like you are very good at taking the role objects, monsieur. Now, Chips Keswick, what are you up to?
I object to
We're
that
gonna move
characterization.
That's
forward.
very bad.
While
I
these
take
guys-
inspiration from you.
While
You get
these-
inspiration, Delta.
While these guys are distracted, and I'm going to attack this one on the end.
Yeah, they're very distracted right now.
Oh, if you move to the side, would you get your bonus?
Yes, he does. He
I
gets
will because
sneak attack for sure.
Viz right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Dav.
Well, damn. Yeah, go ahead and roll it, baby. Oh, I see.
This
Yeah, this
freaking
guy.
sword, I swear.
Yeah, I
the
think
worst of
your
them.
sword is unlucky, Chips. That's your problem. You need to swap this out for somebody else's. Actually, there are 6, so probably you can just take one without swapping. Anyway, the you swing, but the guy is in too much of a hurry. He's dashing as best he can, and he is able to avoid your swing of your sword. Yami, you see a lot of people fleeing, and it is now becoming apparent to you that at least a portion of this place is on fire.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that, and I am just going to. I'm gonna for montage sake, I'm gonna climb up on the ice box and try and do like a sweet slide to end up like right behind Davin.
Picturing a knee slide.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I love it.
Absolutely, you do a totally sick knee slide, School of Rock style.
Oh,
You got a guitar that you're holding. Like
Oh,
it just
man,
appears for this turn, but it's there.
I was about to cast Lightning Strider on myself, but like I realized that the only advantages it gives me is like instant attacks of opportunity from the dudes. They
Yeah,
want to take
exactly.
them.
Absolutely.
And also covering yourself in dirt and like doing a sick move, not always great. Anyways,
It is always a sick move. That's true. Peleus, hit me with your juice. You are outside. You've reached the door. You see Oddward, a Montgomery core beer who has run up to the door. What exactly are you up to right now?
I would like to fling the door open, looking as much as possible like an early bird arriving to get a delicious breakfast hamburger.
That's you.
And I'll take in the room and say, "Help! Help! There are criminals in my favorite restaurant! Oh, my land! Help! I want a burger! Help! Help! The arsonists are here in black cloaks, no less."
The neighbors start to rouse a little bit based on your pretty good hysterics.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
All right.
There's a gnome.
You're
There's a
living.
gnome-sized hole in the back if you need an exit route.
So I will step outside, and these neighbors that are starting to poke their heads out, I'm gonna get their attention and gather them all to start a bucket line.
The neighbors are going to start peeking their heads up next turn. They've not yet.
Okay.
They're
Well, then I'm
they're
gonna just
nearly
step
being awakened
outside
from
and
bed.
yell to start a bucket line.
Okay, there we go. There we go. You're calling for a
Is that
bucket.
like a conga line? Bum, 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 bum.
I think it's probably a little bit less celebratory in nature, generally speaking. The 3 goons all elect to run past everybody. Actually, they are fully in like life-preserving mode. So we are going to get one opportunity attack from Chips Keswick, Yomi, Davern, Trunk, as well as Delta Badahan. They're going to take
Wait a minute.
they're going to all do acrobatics checks to try and get past you, my boy.
yeah. Well, I don't even have anything to hit them with, so
They're aiming for
Gotcha.
your. They are aiming for your.
Junk.
Damn. No, my dog just whined at me in a train of thought. They're aiming to sweep past you all at once. Now we are aiming for your AC. 14 does hit.
Yeah, that would be one failure because my AC is 11.
Okay, one dude gets trapped. The other two manage to get past you. So you've successfully cornered one while you grabbed at this one. The other two just kind of dived off to the other side, and then between your legs are the two places that they went for. We are all now aware that the bar is burning. It's burning in a fairly serious way, and you hear screaming from the front. And you've got this goon trapped back here. This goon, seeing that he's not able to get past you, will suffer the effects of that opportunity attack. Scoo, you got to give me another opportunity attack, Mr. Chaswick.
Could I opportunity attack on one of the ones that went past me?
Yes, you were about to. Yes. Go ahead, give me Sills. That's not enough. Scoo.
Bums.
Scoo might be out. He might be talking to his kid right now, which is totally cool. All right, yeah, you
That's
managed to block
totally
one, and you
Scoo.
you take a spear at somebody else. The goons are two of them are rushing past. They might be able to make it out of here if somebody doesn't intervene. Veer Seraph, you're seeing a chase scene and a ton of fire, and you've just stolen a large amount of money. Your adrenaline is on full rush right now.
Yeah.
You've also just done a totally sick parkour / Dukes of Hazzard move with the icebox, and you see a wall of muscle acting as a door.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you're going to do right now, do you think?
I feel like I should just run out, but no. I'm gonna step over here and probably smack that guy who's trapped. And wait, no, I'm just gonna run. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Peace. I'm gonna do a zigzag.
Uh-huh.
There's my 40.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around here-ish. And here's my other 40.
It's a good 40 right
And
there.
I yell,
40
screaming,
of animal
fire! Fire!
Wow, you guys are raising a fucking ruckus at this place you just robbed blind and then set on fire.
Oh, I feel like I should toss the short sword.
Blame
Because
the
it's a
black
little
cloaks.
bit bloodied and it's a bit, it's a bit incriminating. So let's just say on the way as I run, I fling it behind me as one might a baseball bat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
After hitting a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really aiming it at anything. I just kind of let go of it.
Right. Delta, what are you up to?
What would it take for me to run up behind both of these guys, grab them both, throw them into the fire?
Some very good rolls, I think.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check. If you get a crit, you can get 2. If you get above 12, you can get 1. Or do you want to hit that guy who's still trapped that you managed to catch?
I'm just saying,
No,
if
because
Delta
he-
steps forward to these guys, there's an opportunity
Yeah.
from that guy.
Well,
Crit
I mean,
that shit.
from what I'm thinking of is we can't have any survivors.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. Okay, so athletics to grapple. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Above 12 will get you one of them, and a crit will get you both. You managed to catch the one in front of you, actually.
Okay.
And you chuck him into the fire. He's already extremely bloody. You guys have done a lot of damage to these folks, and they're having a very rough time of things. So, yeah, you guys, you chuck him into the fire, and he is burned alive. Basically, he's succumbs to his injuries. His eyeball explodes.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
Oh, didn't you know if you suffer like a full heat injury, if you like die in a fire,
No,
your
no,
vitreous
Okay, I got the picture.
your vitreous humors start to
No.
boil.
no
I
windows
love
here.
the different
Please, no more.
reactions to this. Lots of
And-
wailing and one maniacal laughter.
And due
It's-
to Boyle's law,
Nope. Nope. We're done. We're
Or
done
what happened when
here.
you boil?
And th-
It's like
Okay.
microwaving a pickled onion.
I don't think I've ever tried that, Scoo. Have you?
Clearly.
Well then.
Yeah, it's
So
oddly
Delta, you
specific.
chuckle. Yeah, that was very specific feeling. Delta, you see Delta's just thick wad of muscle flex for like, just his arm just extends, and at the end of it, it turns out was a person that got chucked into the flames. So that's what Chip Caswick is looking at. Is he sees Delta just walk backward from this other Joker and lob somebody into the fucking fire on the bar. Delta, you should have taken an attack of opportunity. Did I make
No,
you?
did not.
Okay.
10.
10.
I get away scot-free.
Just like in real life. Okay, so Chips Keswick, it is now your turn. You see a goon that is stranded at the doorway. You see Delta just coldly turn his back on this guy and then throw somebody into a large blaze on the side.
Okay. I'm gonna also take an attack of opportunity by dashing past that guy to try and take out this one who's closer to the door.
Okay.
So if you want to take a swing.
Nice.
23.
Nah.
How you living?
Nah,
dude?
that misses.
Okay. Wow. Well done. Well done.
He's like Neo right now.
You catch 10 damage.
Jesus.
Ouch. How healthy is your guy generally?
That was like half my health.
Yep.
Ow.
Okay, now he's gonna attempt to maybe make contact with someone with this freaking sword. And he's
The
probably gonna
unlucky
fail.
sword strikes again. You have got a cursed sword. I'm actually adhering an actual curse to this sword now. You're unable to drop this sword. You are unwilling to like unbuckle its holster. Find yourself compelled to keep this sword on at all times. You don't have to attack with it, but you absolutely are cursed by this sword now.
Bummer.
Yami, you see a bunch of goons trying to make an attempt to escape. You know that a fire is spreading, and you want presumably for something to happen. What is that thing?
I'm gonna try and peg it, and while I'm doing this, and I take my attack of opportunity as I run past this dude into the doorway here.
Mhm.
How would I punch someone? Like I don't know how to do the
Strength
punching.
plus proficiency for the attack, and then if you hit, it's 1 point plus your strength modifier for damage.
Okay, yeah, 1 sec. I'll just do from. Sorry, what was it?
It's a
Yeah, we'll focus on damage when if I actually hit.
There it goes.
Actually, I was looking for this other one. Sorry.
So you can just roll 1d20, and then your proficiency is going to be 3.
Yeah, 2.
2?
You got it, Yami. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're level 3. Proficiency bonuses should be 2. 1 second, I'm grabbing a little bit more wine. A little bit more of this Rioja.
It's a great region of Spain.
Okay, I miss. Cool.
Do you, and that I believe gets your strength modifier as well, which probably is going to miss, but
yeah, no, it still misses. Because my strength, my proficiency bonus is 2, and my strength modifier is also 2, and I have 14. I only have 14 strength anyway, so it's really not gonna. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about thinking that. It's pretty much the best I do. I could just I could have just thunder waved again, but yeah. Delta
Well, if you had
and
done that, you
Chips.
would have hit Chips, yeah. And,
Yeah,
he did not do too well.
not a great
Yeah,
success. Also,
you take a quick swing. You do not incur an attack of opportunity because you do not come out of his threatened range. And so
okay.
you do not have that attack of opportunity. However, you also failed to hit your attack.
And I
which
can't
was
move
a
on to
very good
this
punch.
either. So
So overall, pretty good. Your strength modifier was 0, correct?
It's 2.
2.
Okay, so you should have had 11
Yeah,
instead.
we talked about that.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah, well, either way, 11 does miss. It does not matter. But you do get out in front of this goon.
Also, yeah, one thing about the thunder wave is it makes an audible sound that's up to 300 feet away. So
Oh, the neighbors were already roused.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But
So-
they
sorry,
just had a
guys.
big explosion. Kaboom!
Yeah,
You're about
big
to have
air
a lot
explosion.
more to wake them up. That is for goddamn sure. Whatever you want. There's a bar that's lit on fire. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's
The neighbors
one
are
of my
now starting to
prouder
look
moments.
out of their windows, especially now that we know that they were rudely awakened by an explosion much earlier.
I have learned many things throughout my one of which is to be able to cry profusely on command,
Love it.
which I am currently and have been doing since last round, and while yelling out "Help! Help!" I want to cast magic missile at someone who looks super injured. Does this guy?
Yo, all of them look fucked up. There are 2 goons that are like not dead.
Does this guy look not dead?
He's not dead. He's so bad fucked up.
Also, point of
Um,
order, my big old wind thing is stopped, by the way.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
He's far
I'm,
too
I,
not dead.
I think I'm just going to launch all my magic missiles at this guy. See how that goes.
Go for it.
How? So 10 force damage, please.
No survivors. We're a brutal
crazy.
criminal gang, and
My range is 120 feet.
He's walking funny now. He's just had like he is like you ever see guys at the end of a marathon where they're entirely blown out and they're like
Jelly
walking
legs.
stupid? Yeah. He's got that, except it has a lot to do with how much blood he's lost, which is a ton. Between the thunder wave and the force damage from the magic missile, he's bleeding from his ears and his nose and his eyes. That is how damaged this particular fellow is.
And I would like to use all of my move to continue crying and yelling, possibly louder if I can, and just bracing myself against one of the doorposts and shivering.
Okay, the neighbors are clearly taking notice of this, and calls appear to be going out, and other people are starting to yell. Odd. What you up to? You just met the man at the door.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You just met the man at the door.
Yeah. So are there any? What's the water situation?
There is a water creation well, is what they call them. But it is not a well in the traditional sense of digging into the ground to get water. It is just a periapt of water creation that goes more or less continuously.
Okay, so it's not like someone needs to create it. If we take
Correct,
water
there
from
is just
it,
a
will
utility,
replenish.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got my apron on. I'm doing my best to look like someone who was coming in to work early that morning, and I grab a bucket or two and head to the well and start trying to organize some people to help me.
Now, I do want to point out something just for edification of everyone here. If you ever employ a either an apron or a baker's hat, you will be successful at every endeavor.
Yes.
The baker's hat actually runs all the way back through Universal's game, where it was put to very good use. But yeah, your apron, you convince the gathering crowd that there's a problem and that they need to get to work on a water bucket, and you start marshaling these people very quickly and very efficiently. You've got kind of the studied practice of stagecraft and the direction of attention, and so you were able to. Mhm.
He's in his element.
Ideally, what I would like to do is have them outside and pass the buckets inside to my friends.
Right.
So that
Okay, they start doing that this turn. They are not going to be able to get.
Yes.
I
What I'm saying is I don't want the neighbors to be running inside the bar. I just want them to help us get water and not really be able to see inside the bar. In the restaurant.
Gotcha.
At the restaurant.
Especially as you continue incurring chaos in here.
That is
the
why.
goons.
That's the reason.
The goons are given their opportunity to move. What is your AC, Yami?
10.
Ooh.
Our man manages to get by you. Unfortunately, he takes the stupid option of getting next to Delta Badhand. Delta, will you please give me an opportunity attack? See if we play.
Two. Let's see.
Does Yami get one as well?
Boom.
Yami, the guy passed his acrobatics check, so no.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So I
all right.
just feel very good.
As this guy is trying to escape Delta, he gets mowed down by the spear. And the guy next to Delta looks over with horror in his eyes. He's terrified. He realizes now, like, I'm trapped between a gigantic half-orc and a raging fire he just threw my friend into.
Mm-hmm.
I've made some bad decisions in my life. I'm regretting them a great deal. Davern Trunk, you are bearing witness to this blood orgy. What? And you just jumped onto a table, maybe? I can't tell what exactly your token is doing.
I'm standing next to it.
Okay. So you're running through the maze of tables through this establishment.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna join the Ruckus Gang.
I love the Ruckus Gang. Delta keeps quiet, but he causes problems all the same.
Well, I'm solving problems. This is my
solving
problem.
problem. That's what I meant. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Delta, you've got
new
a
business
really injured bad guy right next to you. He is bleeding a little bit from many different angles. He's been stabbed and thunder waved and gusted and sort of tossed around like a rag doll. By the way, the seats on the bar are now burning as well.
I am going to attack recklessly. I'm raging. So, yeah, big spear going right for him. Let's give it a chance. Try again because I got advantage.
Fucking owned.
I do have my second attack.
How do you have a second attack this early? You're level 3, right?
Yeah, but it's let me just double check that to make sure. I'm pretty sure I do.
That's okay. I mean, it's possible. I just don't know how it works.
Where is the rule? Right, let's say I don't have the second attack just until.
Just to speed things up. All right, Chips Keswick.
No, it's frenzy. Sorry.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So
and frenzy you get later on, right?
12 doesn't hit. No, frenzy is third level.
Okay, cool. Got it.
But that misses anyway. So.
Right, got it. Okay, excellent. So, Chips, you see a goon attempting to escape, and you see a raging fire in the background.
Yeah. I've moved over in a pincer formation so that
I love
if he
your
tries to
pincer.
get past me, it's harder.
It's him.
And I'm gonna. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make another attack. I mean, it can't really get much worse at this
Almost
point.
as if you're compelled to.
Oh my god! Thank God.
All right, and you've
About
got
time.
sneak attack, so hit me with that.
Boom.
It didn't actually matter now that I'm looking at it, at the numbers. You slam this guy into the ground, and then like once you've kind of moved in this pincer to cut him off, you shoulder check him, and he goes into the ground, and then you just stab your sword straight through him.
Now, real
into
quick,
the
what
floor.
weapon did he have?
Short sword.
I'm gonna grab his short sword
Okay, you've got 2 short swords now.
because
Congratulations.
I think one of these is cursed.
You're gonna have to set up your weapon so that one is the cursed and one is the regular. Then we're gonna have to do experiments to figure out. Anyway, the point is that you guys have solved my Incirrina puzzle.
Could I just kick the guy over with my foot so he rolls into the fire?
Yes, you do.
And that's what I do.
Fantastic. Odd. I think this is the point where you kind of take the star role and you marshal these townspeople into a surprisingly efficient fire brigade.
Yeah,
I
and
get
I
all these
also
bodies into the fire.
yell over to Yami, see if any of that magical rain is a possibility.
Yeah. I make it rain. 1 sec.
Well, hang on. We're in a bar. When you say make it rain,
Usually you do that in the club.
It's an alcohol fire. Does that make any difference?
no.
If I
Cool.
recall right, an alcohol fire can be put out easily by water. What you don't want to do
Oil.
is ever throw a fire on an oil or a flour fire.
Yeah.
If you ever light your
Yeah.
flour on fire, you are just fucked. Like,
Wow.
if you ever light your flour on fire, just like leave the home and write it off as a loss.
Yeah. Them explosions.
Wow.
Good to know.
Um,
Maybe I should be slightly worried by the fact that I had to store some flour above my stove, my gas stove.
Yeah,
My
you should.
that is not. I listen. You can store it kind of almost anywhere you want, but like if that happens, you better have an actual fire extinguisher. You better know where it is and know that it's charged, and like actually have it, and have that shit inspected by the people that you rent from or the dormitory people who arrange for your stay. That it is no joke. My apartment burned down when I was in college, and it was partly because my roommate took the fire extinguisher on the first day and sprayed me and my ex-girlfriend down with it. as a-
Oh my god, really?
what
yeah,
a
and then the
wonderful
dude
joke.
set the apartment on fire. Like the same roommate who like tried to get me with the fire extinguisher set the apartment on fire.
Yeah, he
Man.
played with a crucial tool for putting out for use in an emergency situation, and he fucked with it. Sounds like a cool guy. Where do I
He
sign up
sucked,
to be his friend?
Yeah, he sucked, and I regret rooming with him. At any rate, though, is pretty far afield. You guys are so exactly how much you guys have just caused a lot of shit. You guys have just done some very serious criminal acts, including deep manslaughter, and arson and robbery. How much exactly are you going to try and contribute to this fire brigade? You sticking around for 10 minutes, 15?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm-
I'm gonna stick around for a little bit and yell at everyone. Like, stand clear, I'm a medical professional, and just very professionally inspect these very charged dead corpses and go, I'm sorry. They're
I can
gone.
gonna try
if I can
to
do it
slip
without
away to
being seen,
Martha's house.
I want to get all the corpses into the fire,
You can.
make sure they burn, and if possible, could I get out through the hole in the back, or is that just too much on fire?
That is
It's like a
not
foot in
doable
diameter.
from your size. Yeah.
Right.
You're a little bit too big for that, but I
Well,
will say that you can get away
Am I
with
smashing this?
Well, I mean, the thing is you have a bandana over your face.
Uh-huh.
And lots of people who see that don't assume criminal intent. They just assume that you are walking through a smoky area, which is true.
Okay.
So you're feeling okay about your chances of getting out while being unrecognized.
Okay. Could I ask someone pretend to be, pretend to be sick or pretend to be dying of smoke inhalation, and I'll drag you out?
Anybody
Nope.
want to be his prop? Now listen, you guys, he's the living pencil sharpener and he's the living door. Is anybody here going to be his living prop?
I mean, I'm currently leading the fire brigade.
Yeah, that's true. Odd is engaged.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, actually, since I was like last out of the building, I think I should be the living prop.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if Scoo's not going to say anything at the minute, I'm going to punch him and
No, he's
Come
going to
on,
keep
try-
walking out. That's fine.
Oh no!
He's off.
Okay. All right, I'll not punch you then, Yami. I'll just you pretend and I'll drag you.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Oh, like I can do
Okay.
a nice line and coughing and spluttering.
Nice.
Oh, you could make it look extra heroic if
Mhm.
Yami, you turn into like a cat and pretend to be in
Oh,
distress.
I wish I could do that, but I can't actually do that. I've turned into an animal twice already.
Oh no!
What if he just make meowing sounds? Then it will look like he was rescuing someone who's had a bit of a turn.
Someone who swallowed a cat.
Yeah.
Why did you swallow a cat in the middle of a fire?
To get the mouse that she'd swallowed? Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Do you not know the rhyme?
Yeah, exactly. So you guys are all successful. The losses to the bar are actually pretty minimal.
Nope, it's 4,000 gold, mate.
Oh no, the actual losses monetarily are fucking
6 human
fabulous.
lives, 4,000 gold.
An
A
entire
whole bunch of
astronomical
swords,
cost.
armor, and robes.
A shelf full of liquor, which is probably like 10,000, 20,000 right there.
Let's not forget a wand, some cloaks, some ink, and animal blood.
The animal blood was pretty cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that one just outright.
It's worth a lot to me in my heart.
Oh, I
I'm-
love that about you.
That's the best place for blood to be honest.
Yeah, good point.
I'm surprised that this this cataloger of cultures is so free with property destruction.
Oh, none of you saw me burn this place down. I was in my closet. You have no idea what happened in there.
Okay, the place burned down, and in the 20 minutes leading up to it, there were many suggestions from you about burning the place down.
And then he saw you on the outside of the place as the place burned down without ever having moved past him.
He has also seen me Misty Step. Mm.
So I want to get out of here as fast as possible, so that the owners or whatever don't see me. And I would suggest also that everyone else gets out as fast as possible.
Yeah, as soon as everyone's in sort of a routine with the water, I'm gonna step out.
I'm going to say that takes about 10 minutes. It's kind of easy to shape people as long as you are loud enough and you yell out like stroke, stroke, stroke. You give them the timing of it, and it's very easy, honestly, to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly disappearing with Delta as well. I'm using
Right.
the opportunity of being let out to
Oh, naturally. You and
bounce.
Universal are on the fucking way out minute 1. But the rest kind of stick around for the water brigade just to organize it and get it started. And then you guys surreptitiously split as well. And you are able to return to Molly Author's house, or Marge Author's house, at around 6 a.m. is where you are.
Just before we go in, can we have a quick word as a group? Because I feel like we should give her a little bit of the gold, not like a substantial amount, but for her hospitality, say that we were out working and we've made, I don't know, 20 gold or something between us. just to cover some food, you know.
Mhm.
What
I
have you.
want that job.
It's a good job. You aren't lying. Okay, so as you guys walk in, you're gonna have a discussion out of session about what you want to do with this gold. Is how I'm gonna rule it. And as you guys walk in, you see her at the mirror in one corner of the one room of this one shack, and her veil is up, and her skin is very badly injured.
Does it look like it was injured in a fire?
It was not injured in a fire. Definitely, this is
That's good.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us, gang.
Yeah. What do you guys?
It wasn't like like a stab, like a knife wound or something. Does it look like more of a?
Nope. Her skin is cracked and graying. Cracked and graying.
All
I
right,
could-
I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run like that's insight for people, isn't it? I can't run an Arcana check on someone.
You could do an Arcana check on someone.
Well, I want to do an
don't-
Arcana check on Marge because I want to I've just got this feeling that if her skin is cracked and graying, she's probably either a lot older than she says she is, and that might she's some sort of wraith or some lich, something like that.
I'd like to join in on this Arcana action.
All right, hit me with your roll.
25.
She sees you guys walk in and snap. Hi. How are y'all?
Hi, Marge.
You guys headed out real early.
Yeah, we wanted to go make a living.
Between 4 and 6 a.m.
Well, there was a commotion in the town, and it was pretty bad.
I might have to check the news for that.
Yeah, we helped out with a bar that was on fire.
I think I'd like to, socially awkward kid that I am, and with some manner of sneaking suspicion, uncork my handle of animal blood and maybe offer her a swig.
She does not accept that. Now with that Arcana check, you do realize one thing about Marge that is not readily apparent from first glance. And
She's 2 dogs in a trench coat.
God, I wish I could have secrets for NPCs. I didn't do that. She is clearly to you undead.
Fuck.
All right.
See, but at this point, whatever you want only knows this, so because my Arcana check was a bit of a wet swamp,
Pretty
basically.
small.
Yeah, and I actually have
Whatever you
zero
want, has that
problem with
knowledge,
this.
and he to share it, unless he wants to. But you realize that Marge Author is undead, and but the other things that you know about her are also true. She is dedicated to her children. She is kind and loving. She believes in mercy. She has done nothing but solid turns for you this whole time, but she is clearly undead, and her life is being suspended by otherworldly means.
I don't know how other people feel about necromancy, so I think I'm just going to keep that information to myself. I personally have zero problem with it.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty neutral.
I'm gonna
Totally
say
perfect.
Fairly true to my character. I'm not a big fan of necromancy, but I don't know. So
There is clearly a lot to learn about this one who has given you this kindness and generosity. And you guys are reflecting on the fact that perhaps she has some meaningful secrets, even as a big, burly, brusque gentleman with a mustache arrives at the door and yells out, "Marge!" She says, "Oh, Robinson, how are you? How are you, darling?" And Robinson Red marches into the room. Robinson Red has a commanding presence, and he also has a metal star on his chest.
Sheriff.
Oh,
And he says, "Marge, this day is already hell. Can you do me a small favor and give me some of your good coffee? Some of that good stuff that you do?" And Marge says, "Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Red, Mr. Robinson Red. I'm sorry to hear about that. My visitors were just telling me things seem a little bit hectic out there this morning, huh?" And she converses with him as she is making him coffee. It's going to take her about 2 to 3 minutes. What are you guys going to say during this time?
I'm gonna write down everything that's happening.
is let's see. Is there anywhere else in this house that we can speak? I sort of missed the description of it, I think.
It's a real small place.
It's a single room.
You always have the opportunity, Universal in particular, your half orc knows that he could ask to go out for a smoke with his friends, and it would not be remarked upon by anyone.
Right. Shall we do that? I mean, I feel part of me wants to hear what this guy has to say, but also since he's like some sort of sheriff, could be bad for us.
Um,
What do you think? I'm not the one who makes the decision in this party.
I have to stay. Like, I feel like bouncing out the room, like at the basically the turn up of the sheriff is going to be mighty suspicious. So I'm going to chill and basically try and tell like as much as the truth as is possible to basically try and seem as convincing as possible if it comes to it. I'm not going to be openly truth telling, but
yeah.
Chips isn't able to walk around because he's carrying 4,000 gold coins. Might make a bit of a noise, so he's gonna stay where he is. Play
Perfectly
cool.
still so you don't clink.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you guys just kind of hang around inside Molly's house with Robinson Red. He's a human. He's an extremely fucking large human, though. Delta, I think you would be
Aroused.
aroused is now the word. It
My
wasn't
suspicions.
before.
Well,
But
that's what I was
aroused is
talking about. What were you talking about?
I don't know.
I was. Oh, my slash fic. Anyway, yeah, you see this guy and you're like, damn, okay.
this is not getting me there.
Yeah, this is not
Damn,
my dude
Daniel.
that I can push around the same as I have for like everybody I've ever known, right? Like, kind of with your size, it has just been a joke for you to just shove people around. And this guy, no.
And this is just a regular human.
Yeah, he's a regular human, but he's about the biggest damn one you've ever seen. Hell. All right. So you guys managed to make money, get armed, make it to Red Mesa, meet the most important character there, in my opinion. And then you've also done some other good stuff, and you've met Robinson Red, the sheriff of this place. As you guys stick around there, you do hear him saying, this this arson, thankfully, does not seem to. It's not going to spread. We won't lose the city over this, but God damn it, Marge! It reminds me of the robed stranger in Thanatos. Did you hear about that, Marge? No. No, Mr. Red, I sure didn't. He says, well, there's actually an all-call all the way across the whole continent trying to find the perpetrators of this robed stranger arson. Usually we don't get these, and if we do, we ignore them. But this one, well, there's a big bounty attached, and it sure would help out our department if we found those fools who lit up the robed stranger. But I guess, in truth, I'm based here in Red Mesa, and making money's nice. Making money is nice, but I think I should probably try and take care of this restaurant fire that took place this morning. Anyway, thank you so much for the coffee, Marge. Love and appreciate it every day. You take care of yourself, and Clyde and Ellie too. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Red. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you coming through every day. It makes me feel so much safer. And Mr. Robinson Red, the sheriff of Red Mesa, lifts his cup toward you guys, and he leaves. And that is the end of this session. You guys are now level 4.
Whoa!
We did it.
Yeah.
Can I have a smoke break just to say something to the party? Just before we do end the actual session.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are Robinson Red leaves and travels outside of the house to go and walk. She wants to walk Clyde and Eddie to work. Ellie. Clyde and Ellie. She's walking them to school. And so Universal, you have the house to yourself. What do you want to say?
Okay. Well, I just want to say, look, I'm sorry I didn't go with you at first. I was ashamed to be robbing the place that, well, had once been so good to me, but I realized that, well, you can only get so wet when it comes to crime. You're in or you're out. So I'm with you guys.
Yeah,
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
I approach Delta and just say thanks for bailing us out, and that's my contribution.
He nods, sort of taciturnly.
I sort of wonder out loud to our friends. So who do you think the robed stranger arsonist is? Everyone's looking for.
Yeah, we should just leave it there because a lot of times we leave.
That's a good place to leave it. That is the end of the session right there.
Because we would never burn a place down.
Yeah.
I have never once regretted burning buildings down in any of these games. Never, ever.
Always.
I think I'm up to like 3 buildings burned down since I've started playing with the CNC crew.
You've got like a little counter.
Yeah, and it's across like 2 characters now. I think there's one character that he built to burn shit down. Then there's the older version of that same character who did indeed go and burn shit down, and now there's a new character who has just started burning shit down.
It's never a bad option, and buildings keep being made of flammable material.
It's a bad option when you're wanted for arson.
I'm
going to start calling you Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
Look, they'll never trace it back to us, right?
Oh, thank God.
Well, I mean, as suspects in the burning of the...
I mean, here's the thing. That might become the main thrust of the campaign, is that they catch up with you. Like, you don't know this part yet. Like,
Could be.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm going to murder some people if that's the case.
Was indeed Arby's, yes.
So what are we going to do with all this money?
You get to go shopping in between sessions.
Oh,
Yeah, there's going to be
I
a
was gonna
fantasy Costco, session.
There's a full fantasy Costco situation for you. Yeah.
I have a suggestion. I don't know how down for this you guys would be. What if we, instead of buying like combat gear, we buy property or rent property?
So is this going to be Restaurant Tycoon or fucking
This is
not?
re-
I need to prepare.
No, I think he wants places that he can burn down that
No!
won't get caught doing.
I'm not gonna. Why
Practice
would we buy a place to burn it down when I could just
Because-
pick one and burn it down without spending any money?
Because places keep on being made with flammable materials. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
said it
no,
yourself.
I'm advocating we buy like like a house made of adobe or concrete or something. But we were talking about how we don't want to keep abusing Marge's hospitality, right? And all great criminal organizations need a cool base.
You can
We
live in
buy-
a luxury hotel here for a day.
A
We
grand a day.
A gold, sir.
Oh, a gold. That's better.
we could buy some property in like a really low value part of town, and then just burn all the other houses.
Now you're
Nice.
talking.
So we're doing a
Nice.
fixer upper. Oh god.
So we're definitely just accepting that we have been given full license to be arsonists. Because I want you to say yes to this and be on board.
I mean, the one
I'm not
problem
on
is
board
that
for that.
there's a huge like continent-wide search for arsonists. It might cause problems. I don't know.
What if there's at the same time a continent-wide
Fire.
boom of arsonists? Like all of a sudden, just there are copycats spring up everywhere.
Yeah, set up a franchise.
Yeah, we have like made we have made an arson which was very distinctive. It wasn't bungled at all.
It was well executed.
Yeah, it's like it was very iconic. When I think of the arson, I think of the arson of that bar that doesn't even have a name; it just has a cowboy hat as a logo. Mysterious cowboy hat bar. Arson.
So, what does everyone get at level 4?
Ability
Oh.
score improved.
What's the sort of cut of the money that everyone gets?
Well, that's what we were just deciding, isn't it? What we're going to do with the money.
Well, I picked up a wand, and that's pretty expensive all on its own. I think if everyone's comfortable with me keeping that wand, that I shouldn't really get a cut of the money. Magic items are no joke in terms of how much they're worth.
Well,
I'm all for buying a little base, a little hideout on the outskirts that we can basically have a safe house.
yeah, does seem sensible.
Or like someone's basement.
That also works.
Have we
Just
considered
rent a
like
basement that
investing it
7
on the
people
stock
will live in.
market? That's what all good crooks do.
What? Wait, what do all good cooks do?
Invest on the stock market.
Oh, wow, that's extremely
Really?
crooked. I don't think there's a stock exchange in Red Mesa.
Yeah, I'd hope not.
I'll throw that out there.
We should.
Well, in that case, we could just start buying up property and become good landlords, actually, and bad ones, just good ones. Make people happy to pay us rent. That's the real evil plan.
You guys really like jobs for your character. And
I want it on the record that I'm not going along with this. I don't want to settle down.
Yeah, thank you. Chips does seem like an actual adventurer. Yeah.
That's a good point. That
Yeah,
is-
I'm super not with this. Like, Red Mesa is a fucking hick town, and I've got places to be. So
Wow. Now that's a hard one though, because your options, as far as metropolises go, are basically Thanatos, Rothica, and Red Mesa. And so, like, while you can claim cultural cachet from being from Thanatos, you will never be allowed back in that or in
Until
that country.
we catch the person who actually did the crime.
It's a shame they're already in our party, though.
Damn it.
I mean, here's the thing: is that it sounds like that might actually be a really useful course of action. Who the fuck actually lit up the robed stranger? Because you know it wasn't you.
Well, maybe this is
Well, I
asking
know
too
it wasn't
much, but
me.
look, but maybe this is asking too much. But was it definitely one of us? I mean,
Is there a chance we could all be innocent?
this is the clever
witnesses
thing
could not pin down
having everyone have a secret, because it's like it totally might not be one of us, but then again, I suspect it is.
So,
But
so the
I-
witnesses
Why
couldn't
would you
recognize
suspect
anyone. So
that
if
it
there was
is?
maybe someone who could magically change their appearance, who likes fire, then maybe
But
it was
just,
one of us.
It just feels like that would be funny. I don't know.
I'm starting to feel the heat of accusations.
Yeah.
I'm
Fair
just
enough.
telling you guys that there are lots of secrets, and at least one of them, which is I burned down the bar, was not on the list that was commonly available, but
Okay.
that's all I can tell you. Most people chose from the list. Some people did not choose from that list. And they instead have a deeper, perhaps more dire secret. Not
Please,
that,
you're a very cruel person.
not that any among you, of course, would ever do anything like that.
This is
It's-
Machiavellian.
Is this going to end up like an episode of Survivor where we make pacts amongst each other and that get immunities and, and backstab each other?
That
Minus the
I
immunities,
would
I'd
love
imagine.
yes, I would love to set that up for you.
I think the final episode is basically going to be Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, can we spend hit dice?
I'm getting
Well,
yeah,
you
you're
get a
about to
rest
get a
on
long
me.
rest. You're
Oh,
gonna
we
get
get a
full
long
long
rest. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
doing
will
it for the
go
long rest. I'm doing
up
it for the
from
level up.
1.
I'm stoked about that 20 int I've got rocking now.
Toy Int?
20 int.
Oh,
Yeah,
20.
I'm about.
I thought,
Intelligence.
I thought someone gave you a Toy Int.
A little baby Groot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, I'm debating between having 20 wisdom or 12 dexterity.
Dex.
It's a fair. Yeah. Dex
You
is
use
kind of the
Dex
super
for a
stat in
lot.
this
I
game.
would go for wisdom, because actually, what druid archetype did you take? Are you Circle of the Moon, Circle of something else?
Circle of the Land. So yeah,
Oh,
because if I
okay,
was Circle of the
then-
Moon, like I've been playing like Circle of the Moon like quite a lot, and it's not been really playing to my strengths. But like turning into a horse is too much fun not to. So yeah, it's
I guess you have to be worried about your physical stats then. What's your constitution?
1 second.
Oh, Odd, you mentioned that you had to leave. The episode is over now. We're just doing some kind of post game chat. So
All
if
right.
you want to end the recording and get
okay.
out of here, we'll still love you regardless.
All right, I
Yeah.
will end the recording.
Yeah, I gotta head out as well, so bye.